Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa! Couch a little light today.
Is it?
You know, no. Lighter spirit.
Oh, my bad.
It might be Swaggy's arena, we don't know. Waiting to see if Gil pulls up. And so should you. What's up, Swaggy?
Oh, man, you know.
I like the extra laces on the shoe.
Just doing my thing, you know.
Getting ready for a USC upset in the tournament.
You heard?
Did you
Did you say upset?
Did you hear that?
I heard you disrespect the
Did you hear
UCLA
that?
women's squad before the show started.
Was it disrespecting UCLA or respecting USC?
Thank you.
That's
And we
I'm
beat
mutually
y'all
exclusive.
2 times, though.
In regular season.
Right.
Because they're both number one.
I don't know.
We beat them 2 times, but they was ranked
Regular
number 1.
season. That's what happened in the Big Ten tournament championship.
They was ranked
Well, no,
number 1.
UCLA won the tournament. I get it. Like,
When it matters.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times.
Yeah, that's
it
what I
is
said.
facts.
That's what I
The
said.
tournament's different. I'm not going against Juju. Like, I love Lauren Betts. I do, but
Kiki Rice, Gabby Hodges, it's a lot.
I just don't like the bracket. I don't like the fact that
I don't like that they're
Connecticut-
playing in the
Connecticut
Final
could
Four.
potentially play USC before the Final Four.
But do you see how they do it?
It's Elite Eight
They
again,
don't love
right?
LA.
Again?
It'll be Final
Yeah.
Four for them.
No, they played Final Four last year. Or was it Elite Eight last year?
Connecticut and USC. I think it was Elite Eight.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was Elite Eight last year.
So same thing.
So you said they could
Yeah,
play
this bracket is
before?
very
Yes.
interesting.
Before
Oh,
the
that's
Final
kind of
Four.
weak. Yeah, that's weak.
But we will find out. And once you lose, I look forward to you wearing a bunch of UCLA gear.
I got a little
We
blue
made
on
our bet Instagram official. But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gil is not here, but we have a full couch, and we're going to give you an entertaining show. We are in his house, mind you, in the basement. Facts. He might be on the 3rd floor. We don't know. We have not spotted him yet. He's very elusive, but we do have.
This is crazy. That's a big
UCLA
word.
word.
That's a big word right there.
We do have NBA champion of the world,
UCLA.
championship P, Nick Young, back on the couch. And back in the arena, 4-time WNBA world champion of the world,
Hey.
Sheryl Swoopes.
Everybody's a champion on this couch. Except for one, right?
And on this side of the couch, former #1 pick, the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff,
Okay, that's
Kenyon
we
Martin.
gonna start early.
The
No,
No,
distinguished
we gonna
gentleman.
start. You start. No, you
did.
no, you start.
You got me
started,
with the lotion.
you started that.
Hey, what music? Play? Hey, y'all said y'all play the shit. Yeah.
The distinguished gentleman. The distinguished gentleman is requested that you play
You
his theme.
started. So yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you did. You started that.
he
You
put
started
lotion
that.
There's only yeah. That, I
saw
listen.
it.
Hey,
There was lotion on the
forgot.
couch before the show. I think a subtle
A subtle hint for next
Subtle
year.
Well, it wasn't for me because
to
I
de-ashify.
lotion myself.
yeah, she's a real champion
So-
that you sit next to.
Oh, brother.
You don't understand. Once you win, everybody.
No,
you
she,
know,
no, trust me. She listen. I watched her actively participate. Like with these 2 eyes, she actively participated in them 4.
You see me too.
Like actively. I saw you over there.
You see me too. You know?
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand though.
Yeah.
You ain't never won.
I also saw the person that had the damn stand with the cotton candy on it too. I saw them at the game too.
You probably should have did
It was
what
probably
Jason
some good
Kidd
cotton
did.
candy.
Shit.
You should have did what Jason Kidd did. you
What
know?
was that?
He came over to the corner nigga side. That's how
That's
he
so-
won. You gotta fall in line sometimes.
And last but not least, we have WNBA champion of the world, Lexie Brown of the Seattle Storm.
Yeah, Lexie.
Our new
Seattle
favorite
Storm.
WNBA team. We are
Yep.
repping for the Pacific Northwest.
Yep.
Seattle, a beautiful city.
Period.
Me too, Lexie.
Yeah.
Lexie about to get buckets in Seattle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We will
I
be
know
at some
what I
games.
saw.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Underdog.
Damn.
Get the
Yeah.
PJ.
Cheryl's seen it with her own eyes.
The Underdog PJ.
Indeed.
Logos on both sides of the PJ as we pull up to Seattle to support Lexie in the Seattle Storm. But for all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Warriors got a big win over the Bucks without Steph, thanks to Jimmy Butler's offense and Draymond shutting down Giannis. Does Dre deserve more love in the Defensive Player of the Year race?
Go, Dre.
He's climbing up the charts. He has some interesting comments about it. The Clippers handed the Cavs their 2nd straight loss and are now just a game behind the Dubs for the 6th seed. Love the photo. James Harden been balling.
Why that picture though?
What's the Clippers ceiling
Right.
if they can stay healthy? He had Evan Mobley on skates.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know?
you
he
see
had
it?
my UFC guy.
Oh, yeah. That shit was crazy.
Fight off.
Yeah.
And the Mavs trading Luka to the Lakers made all the headlines, but another Mavs trade is rubbing even more salt in their wound. Shout out Quentin Grimes. He's been grime timing, cooking. Nico Harrison, those Fire Nico chants will not be stopping anytime soon. But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Go ahead, download the app, use promo code GIL, get $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. And the Lakers play tonight, so you know what that means. Underdog is dropping a Luka discount every game he plays for the remainder of the regular season. That's right. We are dropping specials for every single Luka game, including tonight's game against the Nuggets, where the Lakers will exact their revenge on Michael Malone, Joker, burping babies. Came with you? Baby's about to get burped.
And I'm not even talking. I'm something else you said earlier. We'll talk about it.
Okay, well.
It's one of the topics. I just looked this.
Okay. The special is now hit 8 times in a row. Shout out Luka, our favorite Laker. Just use the QR code on screen or the link in the chat to claim your offer for tonight's game. As always, we do mostly fans. At the end of every show, if you drop a good question in the chat with the Underdog username, we use it on this program, $50 bonus for your Underdog account. If you send us a video, mostlyfansgil@gmail.com. $100 bonus to your Underdog account. Can watch the show live with us on YouTube. We have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. I see y'all over there key-keying. What's good?
Sorry.
What y'all want?
Blame
No, it's
Kenyon.
okay. Y'all just key-keying.
No,
You already know Kay got his opinion about the defensive player of the year.
The distinguished gentleman from Oakland.
Oh, for
No,
sure.
you-
I know you for sure about to say something.
no, I ain't got nothing against Draymond, but it's just go ahead.
That's what we call a tease, ladies and gentlemen. We will get to that shortly. But we appreciate all the love that you've been giving to Gil's Arena. We are on our quest to get to 1 billion subscribers on our YouTube channel. All you got to do, subscribe to the channel. Thankfully, we are at 982,000 subscribers right now. We are so close to 983, though. 982 as of right now. Go ahead, subscribe. Also like this video so we can run the numbers up, game the algorithm, if you will. But for every 1,000 subscribers, we get between 900,000 and a million. We're giving away $1,000 in bonus cash to an Underdog user. And since we're at 982, soon to be 983, we have at least $2,000 guaranteed to go out to Underdog users on this program. We will announce that at the end of the show. We want to get to 983, so please subscribe to the channel so we can give away $3,000. It's Underdog's money. We want to give it away. But let's get into it. March Madness underway with the first 2 games of the first 4 tipping off last night on the men's side. Alabama State's Hail Mary game-winning bucket over St. Francis in a battle of 16 seeds made history for the Hornets, giving them their first win in the NCAA tournament. Shout out Alabama State.
Let's go.
Shout out.
Pretty good game, too.
What?
Is that considered like in the tournament?
Well, we can't.
It's like a play-in game. Right?
Hey, they
Yes,
still get the
it's
per diem.
It's exactly what
They got
it
a free
is.
flight and per diem.
But
So-
it's still postseason.
Yeah.
It's in the.
Y'all
So, like, you don't get
y'all
to
know all about
say that
playing
you
games
win.
around here.
And North Carolina smacked San Diego State in their 11th seed matchup.
UNC being an 11 seed is crazy.
You know, don't know nothing about that. Sorry.
Oh.
We know.
I want to know what you guys think. So yesterday when I was watching UNC play with the 11 next to their name, I was like, you're UNC. You should not
How times have
be an
changed.
11 seed. But, like, why would they not give, like, a smaller program that had more success in a different conference at 11?
Well, because of the perceived viewership, they're trying to
I
get
don't
them
think
numbers
that's
up.
fair. Because if a team underachieves like that,
They are a blue blood, though.
like, exactly. Like, there's a standard.
I
An
agree.
11 seed is crazy.
But you did go to Duke, so
Yeah.
And we were 1 seed.
you are. Your alma mater is doing their thing.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about Troy. Troy making their 3rd appearance in the Big Dance, securing their bid after winning the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. The 14-seeded Trojans take on the 3rd-seeded Kentucky Wildcats on Friday. During a recent interview with Kentucky Sports Radio, Troy head coach Scott Cross revealed an interesting recruiting strategy. Let's take a listen.
Started off the first 2 recruits I brought on campus. We're driving down the main street. I point out Waffle House, ask them if they want to eat there for breakfast. And they were like, Waffle House? Hell no, I don't want to go to Waffle House. I'm like, okay, my bad. We'll try and eat somewhere else. Long story short, we signed neither one of those guys. Then we brought a guy named Nick
Are you
Stampley,
serious?
who's an OKG, our kind of guy.
Our kind of guy.
He was our 3rd recruit to visit. We're driving by. We don't even say anything about Waffle House. He sees it. He's like, oh, Coach, y'all got a Waffle House here. Can we go there tomorrow? he was our first signee. He was one of the toughest guys we've ever coached. And from that point forward, we just kind of offhand ask him, do you like Waffle House? The answer is yes. It's like, we sign them. If it's no, we never get them. So I told my staff, I was like, hey, y'all can save a lot of time and money. First phone conversation, in passing, ask them, do they like Waffle House or not?
Who would have knew? Shout out to Kentucky Sports Radio for grabbing that clip of Scott Cross from Troy. We don't have Waffle House in LA. We have Roscoe's, but a similar thing.
I love Waffle House.
Our kind of guys are guys that go to Roscoe,
Yeah.
whether it's USC or UCLA, Long Beach State as well, wherever you may be. But what are your thoughts on Troy's Waffle House recruiting strategy?
Who was the player that they signed? You know,
They go to Troy, Nick, so we don't.
is he balling?
I mean,
Right.
could
Right?
be.
Is he balling?
Sun Belt Conference.
I
Could be.
feel in this era, you got to find the little things about these athletes that set them apart. Do you like Waffle House? Do you
didn't
like
even-
this?
My question is he really serious?
I
Yeah,
think he's
Yeah.
very serious.
dead ass.
Sure. It does.
I think
say
it's.
something.
I think it was like a
certain
coincidence, and then
Certain
they made it a
things
thing.
matter.
Yeah.
OKG, our kind of guy.
I agree,
Like-
but
Like hell no to Waffle House. But
So-
why is it?
Yeah.
Hell no? Why is
say
it hell
something
no?
like
Why is it hell no? Is it because
They
you
have
think
to
it's
pay a lot
dirty
of
in
money.
there?
Yeah, they probably, it's where they have them where they at. They ain't heard good stories about it. It's,
It's a
Never know.
waffle.
you never know.
Like,
Have you been to Waffle House?
They could have.
oh yeah,
Is it the Waffle? I've never been to Waffle
so
House.
good.
You've
There was
never
one
been
right
to
next
Waffle
to
House?
it.
Much as
I know
your
Waffle
ass
House,
like
my
food,
shit.
you ain't never been to Waffle
I
House?
wasn't
eclectic
allowed to eat there
palate.
when I was growing
Eclectic
up, though.
palate.
My
I would
mom-
never
especially
disrespect
like back in
Roscoe.
the day, late night after
Yeah,
club
after
hours,
go out,
Waffle
everybody at
House.
Waffle
So you went to
House.
Lolo's.
Lolo's came to us.
See, you went to Lolo's.
He came to the crib. You guys were
Lolo's
blessed to
is
bring that through.
elevated.
Lolo's
Yeah,
very
but
delicious.
Lolo's Chicken and Waffle in Phoenix is.
No, Lolo's is
Lolo's
like,
and Waffle House. are
Waffle House
not-
is like
But
McDonald's.
I'm just,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah, Lolo's.
comparable.
I
pure
had it
Waffle.
once.
Lolo's
That's-
like Five Guys. Waffle House is like McDonald's.
Yeah, that Waffle House is
talking
terrible.
about?
I ain't gonna lie.
You've had
You
Waffle
said Waffle
House.
House is terrible?
Terrible?
Yeah.
Why?
See,
Here.
Why is it terrible?
And you drink, so you ain't never have been off that,
Nah,
but
'cause
that,
I'm
that
telling you,
yak.
like Roscoe's. We got good shit.
Roscoe's
Have
ain't
you got
open
Waffle
after the.
House?
Yeah, I had, but
Roscoe's
it was
ain't open
delivered,
after the
so that's
club.
why I don't want to
Have
really.
you gone into
I haven't
a
went in
Waffle
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need a fresh waffle.
So
That's
you
what
ain't
I'm
been,
saying. That's why I didn't want
hot,
to.
A hot, fresh waffle.
You ain't been loaded off that Henny and went to motherfucking Waffle House, boy.
Facts.
Everybody in the
That's why I
chat.
gotta deliver. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
see,
saying.
that's the thing. Yeah, you gotta go get. So you gotta be
Now
drunk,
you
go
got a
sit in that
soggy
bitch.
waffle? No.
Facts.
Everybody in the chat packing me up. I don't live near Waffle House. I'm
Yeah,
from
you
in
gotta
LA.
go
We don't
sit
have
in
Waffle
that
Houses out
See
here.
too many stories.
We don't have-
People
do we
get
have
packed
Waffle House
at
in
Waffle
LA?
House.
Packed it,
Huh?
and
Oh,
not
they be
Roscoe's.
fighting in the back.
You're right.
Roscoe's
I'm
is
from
our-
here, so
And-
I know it. But
and-
I'm from here. Me,
Somebody
definitely
might
fighting in the
not.
Waffle
These young
House.
niggas don't know that. These YNs don't know that.
Wyatt.
The YN.
you know, I'm pretty known all around the world. You know, kind
Wyatt.
They don't know that.
of like a big deal a little bit.
They'll run
they
up on
see
you.
me, they be like, oh man, what's up?
Somebody have to tell them, hey, no, he good, he good.
Yeah, you know,
Worldwide.
I'm like, what's
Somebody have to tell them, no, he good, he good, he good.
We should.
So, but he's
Right.
seriously saying that the guys who said, no, I don't like Waffle House. you
Don't
like,
sign, they're not
They didn't
coming.
sign.
They didn't sign.
What if,
It's a
but
character
what if they're
flaw.
like hella players? You're going to be like, well, you don't like Waffle House, so I don't want you.
No, he ain't. He just gonna like if that's the seller, if that's the biggest thing in town.
There's 3 Waffle Houses, I think, near Troy. He said so. He said there's 15,000
So if
people
you
that
don't
live
like
there.
it, you're
That's
not
like
gonna like
being-
it there.
That's like being in a small town. You live in Texas, right?
Yeah.
You drove through Beaumont before. You've been down to some of them towns. They got
Nothing.
and the highlight is
That one restaurant?
that Waffle House.
The one recruit was like, oh, hey.
You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, they ain't got that. Shit, he probably from a town to Waffle House like 200 miles away.
Thank you, Paolo.
So we used to get recruits come to Cincinnati. Like I did my 4 years, so we used to get guys to come in town. And Hugs used to tell us, listen, don't drive them through downtown.
Why didn't he want you to drive the recruits
do
through
that.
down?
That shit terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Hugs-
Gotta lie
Yeah.
to him.
huh?
Might not wanna cook
You
me.
seen the movie In Too Deep?
Yeah.
That's with God, LL is God. That's downtown. That shit. That was not a movie.
Okay.
It was, but it wasn't.
Okay.
That shit real. So in order for us, he used to tell us drive him on the highway to take him to the hotel. We could go through downtown and go to the hotel. No, he wanted us to take him on the highway, get off the exit, show him the good part. Hey, show him the water. Right, oh, this is nice. But
That makes sense.
it's
So then their
it's
recruiting
tactics.
strategy is simple.
Yeah.
Do you or don't you like Waffle
or
House?
no?
But
Because that's the biggest thing here.
that's what we got. We
That's
got
what
three of them.
We got 3 of them.
But do it sound also like they gonna be expensive too? You know, with the NIL stuff, all these players getting paid. You acting like kind of bougie in a sense, like man, I don't eat that shit.
No.
He's not an
Take me to the
OKG. He's
steak.
not our
Never
kind of
too
guy.
good for a waffle.
Like you too big for Waffle House? Though?
Never.
Are you?
Lexie, Waffle House or Applebee's?
You don't like it.
No, but
For
I
what?
would say I eat
First
it,
day.
though.
For an outing?
But-
I'm saying if that's the only like restaurant they have, maybe it's because they've never had it.
I heard
But
great
yeah,
things about
they
Waffle
will
House.
be
I just
like-
never been. Fine dining, seen all the fights
I
in
hope
there.
that coach
Good.
gets
Turned up.
It depends
Free
on
Waffle
how
House.
it
Yeah,
is.
no,
The
If they was
All-Star,
like-
the All-Star
So
special.
for me, I have to have been drinking. I ain't been to Waffle House in a minute, but alcohol was involved when I went to Waffle
Late
House.
night, right? It was late night.
Like 98% of the time that I've been to Waffle House, alcohol was involved.
Last time I was.
So
uh,
the strip club I used to go
It
to
was
in
in Atlanta
Dallas.
when I did
So
mine.
Dallas Gentlemen, DG's in Dallas was my regular hangout, and right across the street was the Waffle House. So the strip club or the Waffle House.
I remember,
They
I think it
moved
was-
right down the street. So
I think it was during the George Floyd protest, but a group of gentlemen protecting a local Waffle House to save it. So
Unity.
that let me know right there that it's
Unity.
arm in arm with that thing, like, hey, I wish y'all would.
Y'all went try to fuck up
We'll lay you down.
Ah,
Yeah,
you
it
really
was too many
went
episodes
there.
in Waffle House though.
But it's
People get
very
beat up.
different. though.
The only thing
you
I-
have to eat there. You
The-
can't
yeah,
get it
the
delivered.
only thing that I would ask of them, let's just get like 3 two. Give me 2 grills, flat iron, like tops, because you cooking all that shit on one.
They be back
No.
there working.
I
You get the
know.
all that
flavor
shit.
though.
They ain't
Sweating.
in between.
And-
Nasty. Don't
And
even look
listen,
back there.
I know.
It is
Don't even
not
look
a-
back there.
It is not a Waffle House experience since you haven't been. If the people that work there are not arguing with each other.
Facts.
It is not
Facts.
you don't have the experience if they're not arguing with one another.
Yelling at each
You got to
other.
get the full
Yeah.
experience because they arguing with one another behind that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody taking tip. That was my customer. You cutting in this. Why you cooking it that way?
Yeah.
They didn't ask for it here. Why you? Oh, listen, you be back that motherfucker off that sauce too, boy. I've been that motherfucker dying laughing. I bet you won't hit him.
Not too instigating.
The distinguished gentleman.
Instigating like a
From Oakland.
motherfucker. Hey, instigating like a motherfucker in there.
But that's why you have to go inside to get that experience, and then the whole when they yelling out, smothered, covered. What's the rest of it? Top.
Yes.
What that means?
Fun in there.
Smothered,
The way you
covered.
want
brown.
your hash
Mother
brown.
covered top. Oh,
Smothered, covered.
Yes,
that's onion, cheese,
cheese and all kind of shit.
chili, whatever.
oh
yeah.
it's a Waffle House in Dallas? That's in Texas?
Oh, yeah.
It's, not
Yeah.
on our side of town, but
They got some bullshit.
since we're
They got
talking about
Whataburger.
recruiting, what?
Whataburger bullshit.
No, it
Waffle
ain't.
House.
No, it ain't. Whataburger is
Who? Whataburger?
it.
I
Yeah.
love one.
I would go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want
You
to
can
live out
put-
there. You gotta eat that shit.
Whataburger
In-N-Out
is
is
it.
trash.
Better than In-N-Out.
Better than In-N-Out.
It is
garbage.
better than In-N-Out.
Better than In-N-Out.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
In-N-Out
Yeah.
is garbage.
Y'all rely on the sauce. Like, that's
Yeah,
y'all burger.
Animal style is good.
Like,
But you gotta eat that quick.
Thank you.
You gotta eat it quick.
Hear this?
In-N-Out
Yes.
trash.
The fries are trash.
fries,
Fries,
no
yes.
salt on the motherfucker. Give you a pack of salt. Well, I didn't come there to make the food. I could make them bitches at home.
Yeah, their fries are weak.
Like I can make my put some salt on them
Hey,
bitches.
for real.
Like don't overdo it.
especially if
I
you
ain't
get a
saying you need to
fresh
overdo it like McDonald's.
Y'all
but
really
God
mad
damn.
at-
Man,
really
listen.
going in on it.
Listen.
Like, it's okay.
Tell
Like,
them to
we're
grill.
gonna join
And
forces,
tell
stick
them you
together.
Yeah,
want
it's
your
we-
bun,
you know.
your bun toasted on both sides.
And my thing
That
is,
shit
we gonna let the
when it's
bullies-
fresh.
and the lines are. My thing is, people be lined up for
Lining
that shit
around
Well,
everywhere.
there must be a reason.
So when they put them in Dallas, people had never had it. I get like they put
Yes.
a couple in Dallas and
Yes.
around
You
the
see
area.
that line?
People lined up because they ain't never had it.
It's
right?
like
Like
cracking
that.
the
It's like
egg.
everything,
It's like
everything
that,
new,
everything.
everything new. People line up. I get it, but
I get mad at
I don't know. I would
traffic.
never wait that long for
Me
fast
either.
food.
It ain't
I
that
get
serious.
mad.
It's never that
So-
cut the
good.
fucking onion and give me a whole. Like, come on, man.
I might go get one right. It's right there. I might go get one.
Don't reveal the secrets.
Ew.
But since we're talking about recruiting, I want to know what was the biggest factor in you picking which college you wanted to hoop at. So Sheryl, we'll go with you first, obviously. Four-time WNBA champion.
Well, initially, I signed to go play at the University of Texas in Austin because it was University of Texas. Like back in the day, that's what you did. And I was there for 7 days and was like, this isn't where I want to be. So the ultimate factor for me was I wanted to be close to home. So
Okay.
I transferred.
I'm about to say that ain't what you did. USC was like the staple for women's basketball back then. But I get it, you
No,
know.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Not for her.
It wasn't.
With Sheryl, the McGee twins.
No, they
Shout
were
out, Pam.
before my time.
Oh, but I'm saying they started the staple.
No, it wasn't. It was the Longhorns.
Lisa Les.
Shout out Lisa
So
Leslie.
California was USC. Texas, it was University of Texas at Austin.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Swaggy, how about
Love
yourself?
basketball.
What was
Love
your
basketball. Love basketball.
What was the biggest factor in you picking the University of Southern California, also known as Southern Cal?
Because he didn't know any better.
Because I
Stupid.
it was either USC or UCLA, but UCLA had more too many guards, so it was more about playing time for me.
What, Farmar and follow that crew?
Yeah.
You couldn't get those guards out?
Shout out Josh Shipp,
Bowes,
the legend.
Bowes,
You took the easy route.
Cedric Bozeman and all them.
Shout out,
Easy route.
Shout out Bedrick Bozeman. All right, let's move over this side of the
Easy
couch to the distinguished gentleman, Mr. Kenyon Martin,
What happened?
the opposite of a bully. What was the biggest factor in you picking Cincy?
Really picked me. Shit, to be honest. Like mine. Yeah, no, it was getting recruited and then people find like it's just a different time from when a lot of kids, these people were in school where when coaches found out like your grades, your school wasn't in order, they stopped recruiting you.
Yeah.
So that was a product of that. So mine was either Temple or Cincinnati, and chose to go with Cincinnati for a number of reasons. But yeah. So, but Bob Huggins was a major factor in how they played. So, but yeah, no, it was get the hell out of Dallas.
The Temple 5 a.m. practice?
Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen, Jack. Yeah, it was 5 or 6, whatever time it was.
It's too early.
My brain, when he said it, right, they was sitting in my.
What is it?
Sitting.
Yeah, but 5, yeah, check
Yeah.
it.
So we were sitting in my sister, so we were sitting in the living room, right?
Hated that.
And when he said it, I automatically lost interest. I'm like, yo, and my first thought is, who played basketball at that time?
Wow.
For real.
That doesn't even make sense.
That's not a basketball hour.
Not at all. Like
I
my.
hated that.
And it was like, well, I guess I'm not going to Temple.
Yeah.
5 a.m. is
I guess Cincinnati it is, right? So I signed the letter of intent before even going to visit.
Oh, so you're not seeing the campus before?
And I know it was the only school that was there still recruiting. So
Okay.
shit, it was either that or go to junior college, and I had to be damned too close to Dallas.
Yeah.
One of them.
What? The junior college?
Any junior college I would have went to would have been in Texas.
Yeah.
Too
You were
close to
trying to
Dallas.
get out of.
Too close to Dallas.
You made the right decision.
2.5, 3 hour car ride to Dallas gonna lead to me not going back. Just I seen it too much.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In the neighborhood, everybody,
Yep.
football, basketball, they go to junior college. If it's a drive back, they home within the semester or the year. One of the two. And didn't go back. I saw it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I graduated
Seen
2
that a
weeks
lot.
later. I was in
Seen that a
Cincinnati.
lot, yeah.
2 weeks later, I was in Cincinnati. But yeah.
Lexie, how about
See, that was
yourself?
the opposite because I wanted to be.
Me too.
So initially, when I chose Maryland, I dreamed of playing in the ACC, so I always wanted to be in the ACC. And then Christy Tolliver was my favorite player at the time, and she won a national championship there. And she was one of the few players in college that shot a lot of threes. That really wasn't the style of play back then, and that's how I wanted to play. So I was like, okay, if she can play like that, then I can go there and play like that. Then we moved conferences. I hated it. I hated the Big Ten. No shade to the Big Ten, but it wasn't my dream.
It's a different style of
Yeah. So
Very
then when I chose Duke, my parents basically only let me leave if I went to a better academic situation.
Okay.
So Duke was kind of like the obvious choice. They were recruiting me when I was in high school, but I committed in 9th grade. So
Oh, damn.
yeah.
So he was nice
Committed
like
to
that.
Maryland in the 9th grade? Damn. It was
Yeah.
that.
That's why I really
No
wanted-
doors open. You like,
I said, this is where I
shit.
want to go.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna tell me what I need to do to get there and play. So I got there and I was starting as a freshman and went to the final. It worked out how I thought it would. But then we moved conferences and I was like, this is not my dream. I want to play at Duke, UNC, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and then Duke.
Was Gail your coach?
No, Coach P.
At Duke?
Yeah, best decision ever.
Oh, yeah.
Well, shout out
Duh.
to the Brown family for steering you in the right
Yeah,
direction.
they're like, you
Letting
leave,
pick
you gotta
Duke.
go get a better education. Because I was in the business school at Maryland. So that was like not a thing when you're an undergrad to go to the business school and play sports. So that was like a big deal to my mom. So she's like, if you're gonna leave, you gotta go somewhere better.
That's what's up.
Well, that-
Why'd you pick UCLA?
They gave me big bag full of bread. Now I had to go. Family, familial thing.
Literally a big bag full of bread.
Hey, your money. Okay? I'm slimming down.
Well, he,
No Ozempic. No Ozempic.
You ain't got the jokes today. What got into you today?
I'm removing distinguished, just a gentleman
Dang.
now. Just a gentleman. Distinguished has been removed.
All the jokes today.
But nah, family thing. Obviously, pops went there, brother went there, both
That's
won
dope,
national
yeah.
championships. I went to elementary school on campus, so I spent my whole life there. I didn't really have a
beautiful.
choice.
You went to what?
What elementary school?
There's an elementary school on campus at UCLA. UES, University Elementary School.
Wow.
I never knew.
No, they don't.
It's called
Hell no.
lab school now. I don't know. I don't rock with that, but that's what it's called now.
It's called lab.
Like, for real?
Yeah, it's on the campus.
Damn.
Oh, wow. Was that always was that your dream school?
No, I didn't really have dreams, Sheryl, growing up.
Right?
I just wanted
You had to.
Aw.
Dad went there.
You didn't dream of hosting a podcast?
Sick, bro.
He said, I have any dreams growing up. What?
I wanted to be a rapper. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, nah. It was spending something. I got indoctrinated, obviously, but hindsight, probably should have went to Xavier in Ohio. Skip Prosser, rest in peace, was the coach over there. They were recruiting me. Kenyon, I know. Then I would have seen you around town, and we would have got to
looking at that man like that?
Just the fact that you fucking considered it, I got a problem.
Skip Prosser,
Yeah,
great
he got
coach.
big,
Went
man.
on
He
to
got
coach
weight
Chris
on
Paul,
you.
Wake Forest.
Man, who, him? Lunch meat.
You crazy.
Oh.
Back then,
Then
Back
lunch
then?
meat. Lunch
You
meat.
can move. You still see
Jiu-jitsu.
dog.
I don't let him disrespect you like that.
jiu-jitsu.
You still see
Boy.
dogging.
You
Land,
see the form.
land lover. Man, I would have grabbed Josiah, would have went up with that bullshit. I would have grabbed that shit out the air. He would have been shell shocked out that motherfucker.
Pump fake.
He
Up and under.
wouldn't have looked at the rim
Thank you.
again.
Pump fake.
Wow.
He wouldn't have looked at the rim again. I didn't go
jab
pump
step
fake.
Like this. That shit was-
Yo, I didn't go.
seen that highlight.
I didn't go pump fake. Like, you really had to get me to go. I'm gonna wait on you.
above head level.
Joker,
Hey.
right? I was a Joker, baby.
Hey, and by the time he go up, I'm gonna jump again.
I'm not
If
jumping. Sam
If he
Perkins.
did get me up, I'm gonna jump again by the time. So,
Cedric Saballo, Sam Perkins, straight on my
so you
feet.
consider Xavier?
Skip Prosser, great coach, rest in peace.
God rest his soul, but
Yeah,
no, but it ain't got nothing to do with the coach. You considered Xavier.
I did not know you at that time, can you? If I could go back in time and talk to that Josiah, I would say reconsider, can you? I was
And
not
then we
feeling
saw
it.
you during the summer, and it would have been listen, because we used to play pickup during the summer. Oh Lord,
We would have been friends.
nah.
I think our friendship would have started much earlier.
That would have been
Besties.
bugs. Yeah.
No.
We would have found out we had mutual interests.
We ain't getting listen. Nah. That shit was like, assistant coaches back then, they wasn't allowed in the gym during the summer.
Yeah, for
And we
sure.
broke
Yeah.
all. No. Listen, both schools at
Bro,
the
there
time.
was so many
Hey,
rules in
broke
college.
broke all rules.
So
'Cause no,
many
they had to be in there because it was gonna get ugly.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn,
I don't even
like,
know why they would let y'all
a
do
few
that.
coaches don't know because we want the hoop. That's the best hoop we
Yeah,
gonna get in the
okay.
summer. So we playing the pro-am and all that. But we going to their school to go play pickup, knowing we shouldn't be over there.
Yeah.
And they coming over there deep. So it's like,
There's so many
yeah, we gonna be in this because this shit gonna get nasty.
You
That's
not
still
come
a
along?
rules.
No,
Is that still a rule?
They
I
ain't
don't-
no rules in college.
This
I'm
how
about to say, not no more.
I'm
Yeah.
They ain't no
I used to
rules.
be no.
How do we exist in college with all them damn rules?
Hey, I used to be over there and them people dorm. I had a chick when I was in
Do whatever
college.
they wanna do.
Had a chick I was messing with. I used to be over there in the dorm over at Xavier, dog, knowing them dudes did not like me.
Oh, so it's real beef.
Yes, knowing they didn't. I used to be over there in the dorm, dog.
Wait, no, like real beef.
Be real beef.
Damn, that's sick.
Dog, I can tell you, listen, this is.
Bloods and Crips.
So,
Like, yeah.
then my girlfriend ended up transferring from Miami of Ohio, going to Xavier. She was an AKA, and they had this little dating auction thing on campus. And I knew one of them was gonna try to. I went over there,
And he said
and
something?
no, I just stood there and was seeing one of them was gonna bid on her. Because you bid, they go on the date, the school. I wanted.
This sounds like a damn movie, bro.
That still goes
Like
on to this very day.
Like
That
a
still
good
goes on.
high school musical or something.
Listen,
They
bro.
supposed to bid on her.
And then they go on a date.
Yeah.
Because she was in the sorority, they raising money for the sorority, right?
Like, God
They
damn.
raising money for
He
the
said kid
sorority.
in the back like,
I went
"Don't
over
you
there."
dare.
Yes, he did.
Wait, did you
Just
bid
buy
on it?
him-
No, I couldn't. I didn't go to the school.
Oh. You didn't have someone bid on her for
No.
Did they bid on her?
No.
They were
knew
scared
better.
of you.
I'm just
Because
gonna save my change.
Yo, see, this, and this is the honest to God truth, man. And I'm leaving.
Looking for change for no reason, man.
No, I was, yo.
It's crazy, motherfucker.
So good thing you
All
didn't go there because it
Problems. The young, this is people.
Like,
so
what-
people see me sitting on, this is the thing. People see me sitting on this couch and they hear like the way I speak and talk. Like, this is an honest, like, confrontational, man. Like,
Damn.
they would have had to jump me. They would have had to beat me up. They would have had to whoop me in there, bruh. Because I was going to take it all the way there.
Can you
I had me
bid
and
on
one of my
Nick?
partners with me.
But it was for a good
No,
cause.
we embraced each
As a
other.
young person.
But it was for a good cause.
It definitely was.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't let
Because they
nobody
needed an ass
bid on
whooping.
her?
Not one of them dudes on the team.
Damn, that's crazy.
Somebody else from the university, cool.
Just not
If
a,
Not the
anybody
best.
would have
'Cause I
said
know how-
anything,
Gosh.
like if somebody would have said anything, what was you gonna like? Your first thing reaction?
Oh, no,
gonna
come
be
on, man.
sweet?
Y'all know.
You're like one of the dudes
gonna
from the
slap
team.
I was gonna stand there, man. Y'all know that ain't going down, dog.
About punching. I just want to know.
No, I was gonna say something. No, I don't know.
Okay.
What was gonna happen?
all right,
She was
well,
gonna say something.
I was gonna say, I was gonna make a scene. Whatever it was gonna be. If something was, it was gonna be.
Wait, what did she say?
She probably felt bad.
When I walked in,
look at the
Nobody
concrete.
bid.
Oh,
Nobody
she's like,
bid.
saying when I walked in,
Might be able to tell you the type of gators I had on.
right? I walk in, you just know it's like,
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into some NBA basketball
Kenyon
here on
unhinged.
Gillis Arena, presented by Underdog.
Unhinged.
Did you say
Whoop, whoop.
Gillis?
He upstairs.
What's wrong with him?
Him upstairs like he ain't got no name. Apparently,
he looking.
he was yelling too loud on the playback.
Oh yeah, okay.
They were
I
yelling
seen
at,
it,
talking about Doug Collins giving out fruit baskets, all that other
Oh,
stuff.
man, that was
He got the raspy
oh,
voice.
like,
Shout out to Gil Wilson. Can somebody bring Gil some tea upstairs, please? See if he
didn't
feel
even come down
Tell him we're gonna
here.
be here for another 2 hours.
Right?
If you wanna-
Come
Down
down.
here.
Come down. We got sandwiches. We got all type of stuff going on
this tie-dye shirt.
with the puppies out. But let's get into some
Tie-dye.
NBA basketball. After the Warriors lost to the short-handed Nuggets, missing 3 starters in Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Christian Brown, both Steve Kerr and Jimmy Butler said Steph was exhausted. As a result, Chef Curry missed the Dubs' next game against the Bucks Tuesday on the second night of a back-to-back. This was the 10th game that Steph has missed this season, with the Warriors going 6-3 in the previous 9. But this was the first time that Steph had missed a game since the Jimmy Butler trade, and Jimmy showed why he could still be a number 1 option when needed. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please, Paolo. Jimmy Buckets led the Warriors with 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists, going 6 for 13 from the field. You see it. Brandon Bajinski started in place of Curry, had 17.7 rebounds, going 6 for 10 from the field, 4 for 7 from deep. Buddy Hield added 15 points off the bench, hitting 4 of his 6 3-point attempts. Draymond Green scored just 3 points, but had 10 rebounds and 4 blocks, was doing his thing on the defensive end. Giannis had his worst shooting night of the season, thanks in large part to Draymond. Greek Freak was 5 of 16 from the field, finishing with 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. Kyle Kuzma led the Bucks with 22 points. He was 5 for 13 from deep. Dame and Brook Lopez both added 16 points. So Warriors led by as much as 16 in the third quarter before the Bucks went on a 30-8 run. Warriors bounced back in the fourth quarter to regain control of the game. Let's take a look right here. Made things interesting. Buddy Hield, also known as veneers by the chat on the playbacks that we do when the Warriors are playing. They throw the veneer emojis in the chat. Quentin Post also did his thing too, big man, hitting threes, balling out.
He gonna help them in the long run.
So, Warriors, Bucks cut the lead to 3 with a little over 2 minutes remaining in the game, but Brandon Bajinski hit a pair of big threes to help put the game out of reach. Warriors now 15-2 with Jimmy Butler in the lineup, 7-3 in games without Steph Curry. So how did the Warriors look playing through Jimmy Butler for the first time without Steph?
Man, they looked good last night.
You sound nervous. Why you saying?
Nah, as a Laker fan now.
Okay,
we
making sure.
Straight. You seen Austin Reeves lately?
Oh, yeah.
But look, last night, Butler, you seen how just that defensive play, like Butler could shut down a whole team, a whole series, and I feel like he owned the Bucks right now. Like he owned the Bucks and he owned Boston. Boston ain't beat them with Jimmy yet. Ain't beat Jimmy, so some people just got certain people numbers, but yeah. It's tough.
And that Heat Bucks series, obviously Giannis was hurt for a portion of that, but they did get the big upset.
20 points?
I mean, Okay, I'm just detailing.
No, you are. You're just accurate.
It's
Yeah,
accurate.
that man was hurt. So
But
it should way
nonetheless-
different if he, no, ain't no way.
He got mind control over
He wasn't
G-Bo.
hurt yesterday.
Who? Giannis was hurt?
No. Oh yeah, when they won, right? When the Heat beat them.
Missed a couple games, but
Missed a few games.
did come back.
That mattered.
They were important playoff games.
Just key important ones.
But we've talked on this couch about, Jimmy coming to the Warriors, obviously 15-2 with him in the lineup, but having to be able to get that 20-25 range per game in order for the Warriors to be successful come the postseason. But Lexie, looking at what Jimmy Butler was able to do last night against a solid Bucks team coming from the Eastern Conference, as we know, it's a JV conference in the NBA nonetheless, but Greek freak Giannis, but what Jimmy was able to do.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing about Jimmy Butler being on the Warriors now is like him and Draymond, how they like turn each other up. Like it's
crazy.
fun to watch. Like, I don't
Right?
care what nobody feels about Draymond and his antics and stuff, but he's never had a teammate that kind of can match his energy on both sides of the
Facts.
For
of the
sure.
ball. So it's like when Steph's not out there, they like turn into like a more defensive-minded team. And they like get their energy off of stops, and then they'll go get easy buckets. Like the offense don't really look that pretty all the time, but they get it done. I mean, that's Jimmy Butler in a nutshell. It's not always gonna be pretty, but he gets it done. But I've been enjoying watching Draymond and Jimmy like turn each other up. So that's what.
New version of the
I've been
Bash
clapping
Brothers.
over here for the Warriors a little bit.
New version of what?
The Splash, bro.
Bash Brothers. Okay. Seiko, Mark McGuire. Back in the day.
Bad,
I like,
bro.
I
Different
like
type
Jimmy
of
with the
basketball.
Warriors.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's like he's found a new something. Like, being in Miami, I think he was like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. And you could see that, you could feel that. And now with the Warriors, I think he's like rejuvenated and feels like he has something to prove.
Yeah.
And the fact that he did that without Steph, I think he's like showing people like, I still have it. And when Steph is playing, like Jimmy can still do those things, but he's like, I know this is Steph's squad. Let me let Steph work and do his thing. But I like the Steph, Jimmy, Draymond. I know Kenyon like rolling his eyes and doing his lips and all that.
I'm just listening. Don't process what I'm going to say.
No, but I'm talking about when Lexie was talking about Jimmy and Draymond. I'm with you, Lexie. That defensive tandem of Draymond, who could possibly be Defensive Player of the Year. I like it.
So Jimmy said he lost his joy playing with the Heat, said he would not be able to get it back playing with the Heat. Obviously got traded to the Warriors. Appears to have that joy back.
Yes.
He looks
That
like he's
zest for
having
life.
He
way
does.
more
Like having
fun.
He
fun.
does.
That zeal, that confidence coffee back flowing through his veins. But Kenyon, what do you think about Jimmy showing what he could do as a number one option with Steph sideline and the Warriors win over the Bucks?
Yeah, no, he had 24, 8, and he almost had a triple-double, which is great. Like, he needs to do that with Steph there,
Yeah.
right? Them need to be flirting with those numbers nightly when Steph is there. So if he's doing that, then, like we said in this couch, they have a chance. But if he's not, you can't just do that when Steph is not there. In order to beat some really good teams moving forward.
I agree with that.
Cheryl said he's taking the back seat. No, you shouldn't take a back seat because you have to be number two in that regard. Like, you have to be that. So you need to, in the playoff series, you're going to need to average 24. And what did Draymond and Steve Kerr say about Wardell? That he was what?
He looked exhausted.
Say it again. What was that word y'all used?
Exhausted.
Exhausted, right?
It was a word they
I wonder why.
Well, yeah, Jimmy.
I wonder why he's exhausted.
Even kind of
He old now.
No, because he has to play out his. He been carrying 14 guys
No.
all
Can't
season
say that.
trying to get to this point. Now he got a little help.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
Now he got a little help.
Sure.
He ain't been able because they were in the base. Like I said, they ain't been 10, 11, 12, right?
But now,
So Jimmy comes. Now he can't take no time off. Now we got to try to get out this hole we in.
Yep.
The man exhausted. So Steph has to play this way throughout
he will.
the playoffs, and so he can't be
will.
exhausted. So y'all been wearing him out. when the man, like,
15-2.
but at what cost?
They have
To your point, Warriors started season 12-3, dug themselves into a hole, made the Jimmy Butler trade, been playing very, very well
Absolutely.
with him,
Yeah.
but still
Yeah.
6th seed in a very tight Western Conference.
Absolutely. You can lose a couple games
Yeah,
and
going
be
to
right
spin,
at
you be in the
motherfucking
8, you back in
be
the
9.
plan.
And so that's what it is out there. So playing well, absolutely. I'm not taking anything from them. They beat the Bucks, absolutely, with no Steph. Yeah, that. And we know the Western Conference is always, I'm saying, at home, and especially with situations against the East. Yeah, they've been dominant in a way, but so what I was laughing about earlier was you like Draymond shut down Giannis. And I'm like, yeah, you played him well, did, but then you look at it, it's like Giannis shot 15 free throws. Draymond had 5 fouls. Like, it's like, yeah, but
That's a shutdown.
Huh?
That's a shutdown.
is it?
Somebody that averaged 30 and he don't get it.
shutdown?
How many of those free throws did he make?
10.
10 for
10 out of
15?
15?
That would have been 25 instead.
So let's talk about it.
No, he played him well, but I'm just like, it's more, it's team as well. But no, Draymond
for
been
sure,
playing.
it's team.
Draymond know how to play it. You know what I'm saying? You've guarded him
That
enough.
yeah, for sure.
That old man streak.
That-
Yeah, no, but you've guarded him enough to be able to anticipate when he gonna spin, certain moves he gonna make. You got away with a little.
Yeah, a little
they gave you a little
foul,
more leeway with a few. You know what I'm saying? Like them two, the clips they showed with the blocks,
Yeah.
both of them could have easily been fouled.
The first one for sure.
Right.
But but is that more impressive? Because he ain't even jumping off the floor that much. Like,
Yeah, you anticipating it. He wait
but
until he get
somebody
ready.
like Giannis.
He wait
Timing, he
until
had
he
good timing.
getting ready to go into his shit, and then, because he got to bring the ball up to shoot the motherfucker, so he wait until he get ready to go up. And,
So Draymond was the defensive anchor in the win. He didn't completely shut down Giannis.
No, I
He
ain't
did a
saying
great
he-
job.
no, ain't nobody gonna ever.
Wait,
Nobody
who's,
will ever
who's
do that,
currently the
but-
front runner for Defensive Player of the Year right now?
So we're gonna talk about that right
okay.
now. This is
I
how we
have
move.
no idea.
Greek Freak
Honestly.
was 0 for 6 with Draymond as a primary defender. And as I mentioned, shot a season low 31% from the field in the game. It was only like the 4th time this season he shot below 50%. So after the game, Draymond was asked if he deserved to be Defensive Player of the Year, and this is what. Hold on, before we. Okay.
So they got, never mind.
Wait.
A
Hey,
reporter
we-
straight up asked him if he should be Defensive Player of the Year after
No, so-
one game.
Yeah,
I think from the body of work that he's
That's
done.
crazy.
this
That's
season,
what I was saying.
With this
I never
being an
heard
example,
This,
so maybe
Has anybody asked
I think
him that
Giannis
off
was
before?
tired.
Giannis was exhausted.
Giannis was
but
exhausted.
use the stealth.
So after game,
I was
Draymond.
just saying, it's just funny though, but
Draymond was asked if his body of work this season should put him in contention to be Defensive Player of the Year, and had this to say.
You know, we keep winning and close this year out strong. Most definitely. I don't. When I look around the league, I don't see many players impacting the game on the defensive end the way I do. I don't see many players completely throwing off an entire team's offense the way I do. So, 1,000%. Especially with Wemby going down, seemed like he had it won. And now it's right there. So 1,000,000% I have a case, and I'll continue to build that case for these next 13 games. But tonight, I think, was a prime example of that.
So went from 100% to 1,000% to 1,000,000%.
not wrong.
He's not
at
wrong.
all.
So Steve Kerr also said Tuesday night, Draymond's best defender I've ever seen. So Evan Mobley, current favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Green right behind him with the second best odds to win what would be his second career Defensive Player of the Year. Does Draymond deserve more credit for what he's bringing defensively this season?
Just every season.
Yeah, he's just
Like every
very
season,
consistent.
it doesn't. You don't turn that off, right? Once, because it's not just predicated on blocks and steals
Rebounds.
and rebounds. Like I got caught up in that as well. Like you heard what I said the other day. Like,
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people
right?
would look at.
Yeah, like I'm controlling the defense. Like I'm calling coverages, stopping this guy, guarding the best guy, helping here. So he's doing the exact same. So yes, he's absolutely. So I understand what he's saying, disrupting the other team's offense. So, and he stated Wemby was the leader before he went down. So
Yeah.
I would, if they continue in what they've been doing, and It's going to be a close race.
Yeah.
It's going to be a close race. You got to throw Evan Mobley in that conversation.
Yeah.
As
Talking about
well.
what he's doing in Cleveland. Cleveland
Yeah.
tied for best record in the
On
league.
the Hawks.
Dyson
Dyson Daniels,
Is he
I think
up
most
there?
steals since Chris Paul. With
Yeah.
several games left to
Locking
play.
up.
He is, but their team is
They're-
not
yeah,
that
they're
good.
Not as good.
So, but Draymond, he makes
a
game
difference.
plan. He makes game planning easier for a lot of the guys because you cover a lot of guys' deficiencies.
But do it
and
stands
he
out?
also,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry,
My bad.
well, but because Draymond also, he switches out on everybody.
He does.
Like he's gonna guard 1 through 5.
Yeah,
And lots of times defending the 5, he's undersized, but he's still going to defend. He's gonna compete. I don't care if he does have 5 fouls.
Yeah.
Make him go earn it.
For a reason.
I was the same way.
that's true.
And he makes a difference on the defensive end. Steph Curry's not a very good defender.
Oh, my bad.
Uh-oh.
Damn. Y'all give him shit like y'all gave me shit.
That came out of nowhere.
No, that was my. It wasn't a ringtone.
Okay,
And
just
as a teammate, when you know you have someone like a Draymond Green, Kenyon, when
What's
you
wrong with a
play-
ringtone?
You said it wasn't a ringtone?
Nah, it was the music. It was the music. It was music.
you had it ready to go.
Yeah, I had it ready to go. My bad.
Theme music, perhaps? No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but no, you got to cover for
Well, I'm
guys'
saying when you
deficiencies.
have, right? As a teammate, when you know you have somebody like a Draymond Green behind you, it allows you also to get out and defend harder, be tougher, because you know if you get beat, Draymond
there.
is going to have your back. So I agree with him. 100%.
But do this stands out
Or
more?
1,000,000%.
Do it stands out more that he got Jimmy with him next to him now? Does that help his case more?
No.
Because if Jimmy wasn't there, they would have been still going. I don't
Yeah,
think
they would
would've
still been
yeah.
teetering, but
Yeah.
Jimmy helped. But it's just they've been winning, and winning brings attention.
Yes,
And
Yeah.
for sure.
you see,
Yeah.
this is my thing, man. You can't just because they're not winning, it doesn't mean he's not out here been doing the same thing. He's been playing the same defense, being as vocal as he needs to be, guarding this guy, doing these things.
But the fact they're winning now.
It
But
just didn't
winning-
result in
yeah.
wins.
Yeah.
But we said that about
But winning
Wemby
doesn't-
last year, right? They only won
Yeah.
22 games, but
But
his
he's still
impact on and off.
Yeah, he's still doing what he does, and to be penalized for that is you still, like you're saying, the guys averaging 30, you still averaging 30 on a bad team. You still hard to do. So it's to be that you have to do more when you're losing. To try to get out this hole. You giving more effort, you guarding more guys, you not taking the rest that you normally would take. You taking more risk in order to cover these deficiencies and things like that. So
But as a defender, don't you have to have like some stats that stand out a little bit? Like to be different?
like it does,
Yeah.
but not
Like-
the stats that we
like
see.
Mobley had
But not the
blocks,
stats that
or-
we see, not the stats that the public see.
Or Wemby, where he had, 3 blocks?
Yeah,
a game?
that-
Plus the
yes.
fourth, yeah.
So guys think guys that get a lot, like Dyson Daniels can be a hell of a defender, but I don't know how he is on the ball. I don't know how his help is. I don't know. Like there's a lot of elements that I would look for in the defender
That aren't
that
on the stat
that,
sheet.
that don't go on the stat sheet. That certain guys like Drew Holiday bring to the table, Derek White bring to the table, Draymond Green bring to the table. There's certain elements that they bring that
That aren't on a
that is never going to
sure.
show up.
I know
right?
that.
It's never going to show up that I took the ball out of their best player's hand by me telling you to go sit at the nail right there. Y'all don't let that screen, top lock that screen, force him back door. I'm going to tag him so they can't, ain't nobody, there's no
Stats for that.
There's no stats
Yeah.
for me blowing up y'all play. Like y'all double pin down. There's no stat for me blowing up y'all double pin down.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? There's no stat for me
for
telling.
sure deserved to
right?
be
So,
in the conversation.
and that's what he does, right? He's going to call out the play. He's going to tell the defenders where to go. He's going to put guys in certain situations because he knows, like you said, like we know Steph is not the strongest defender out there, so he has to do more to protect him. When I played with Errol Borkins, I had to do, if I was on the floor with Earl, me and MC and certain guys, we had to do more because Earl has a deficiency out there. We know they're going to put him in the post. We know we're going to be in rotation. We know we're going to have to do certain things because he's out there. So that's what Draymond brings to the table. Like he's
For sure.
He's orchestrating what a lot of people that don't show up in the common eye is not going to notice it. The common fan not going to notice it.
And I feel that's why people disrespect him a little bit when it comes to like being like a Hall of Famer or considered like an
Who,
all-star.
Draymond?
No, it's
Yeah.
the other shit.
But that goes all into it. Like
the
you
other
can't, he can't beat Draymond if he can't.
Yeah,
like, talk
absolutely.
shit and beat him.
Absolutely. Well, I'm with you,
All that
but
plays
people,
into who he is.
Dick kicking and all that
It
stuff.
does.
that's your words. That's what you want to
I mean,
discuss.
but that's a part of the game.
That's what you want to discuss. That's
follow
fine,
through on the kick.
But like I said,
That's defense.
But those players,
That
like
is
the Draymonds,
offense
they're
and
always
defense.
going to make like the all defensive teams.
He
And it's
got
going to be
to.
hard for them
No,
to
they're not.
actually win.
I ain't never make now.
Yeah, he got to make the team. I don't know if he wins.
Yeah, he
Never?
has all defense.
He got to make the
How many
all-defense
defensive teams are there too?
Yep.
There's not that many.
I think Draymond 8-time,
Players.
8 first team, or
About-
4
Because
first team, 4
if you
second
do have
team.
someone out there
how many
getting a
games
lot of
has Jimmy
rebounds and
played?
blocks,
They always
they're
get-
always going to be
17.
the front runner,
Always.
no
Always.
matter
Just
what.
with the Warriors. I'm
What'd you
talking about
say?
all together.
Oh, the whole
Because
season?
Cause I'm about to say,
You have
I
someone
don't-
that has
'cause
crazy
I don't think-
defensive stats,
Nothing, right?
they're always going
No.
to be the front runner.
Yeah, because I don't think Rudy
yeah.
Gobert is a good defender.
No. No.
I think Dwight Howard
42
was.
games
I don't think
so.
Rudy Gobert is a good
you don't
defender.
think so?
No.
No.
Rudy Gobert's
Not
okay
for as many
defender.
defensive player of the
I
years
don't
he's
think so
won.
either.
No.
So Draymond won a Defensive Player of the Year 2017, 4
He's
first
just
team,
goofy.
4 second team, for 8
I
total.
mean, he's all right. I don't
Like
think
that's
he's
super impressive.
that kind of a
Ken,
defender.
you were never on the all defensive team?
Nope.
I know, that's crazy.
And I
You know
did
why?
everything that Draymond is
Why do you think you never made an all defensive team?
wasn't like.
Because he was a bully.
He was a bully?
He was a distinguished
mean.
gentleman.
They didn't like me
He
because I didn't. They just other
was
coaches,
Suge Knight,
people that voted. They
he
didn't.
was Suge Knight, so
Pretty much.
it's like, man. that
But
turns-
it wasn't a player that I didn't guard. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Everything
That's
that I
so
just.
crazy.
Well,
I
that's
did
when the politics
daily.
of it come
Petty.
in. That's, yeah.
Ask my teammates. Ask the
remember.
coaching staff.
That is
First
ask-
game against the Clippers. When we was down 27, came back and they put Rudy Gay the ball in his hand for a game, man. Coach put Kmart on him, shut him down.
You know, it's just man, that
They
ain't.
had him
man,
doing like
listen,
3
Yeah.
puff fakes.
dawg.
It was crazy.
No, but it's just like for Dre, like, and for what you said, Sheryl, like him guarding fives and stuff like that. I was in the same situation, right?
Yeah.
I played same height. I was stronger than bigger than I am now, but I was always undersized at the 5. You know what I'm saying? 4s too. Most of the guys I'm guarding, 6'11", 260. That was the going
Crazy. He
size
playing
power
a
forward.
5, guarding Joker and shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
That's crazy, yeah.
yeah, you got it's
Yeah.
And she finished 9th in Defensive Player of the Year voting, 2004.
Wow.
You said you never made
Laughing.
an all
Wow.
defensive team. So by the
Yeah,
vote,
how did that happen?
by the vote,
You finished 9th. You
you
should
finished
be
9th.
on
Seems
On
like
one of them.
team.
Yeah.
that would,
At
that would
least.
be a qualifier to at least make the
damn.
second
I
team.
know. You
Really,
think
they
if
was
you
They
hating
considered
for
you the ninth
real.
best
Make the
defender.
second
but my defense, like my rating
But
every
they was
year
doing-
though,
Was it like by
Like-
position? That's why.
like my rating every year
No,
though.
it doesn't matter.
Back
Back then it
did.
mattered, didn't it?
Back then it was like center, forward, 2 guards.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
So even if you finished 9th, if they
Yeah.
already had,
It was messed up back
That's
then.
stupid.
Yeah,
Like, but my
Winning
like
awards back
every
then was
every
fun.
year though, like my
that is
defense,
true.
Because everything was
Because I average
yeah.
like if I'm not mistaken, I average a block and a steal over a block and a steal every year. I was so it's
Remember
was
Kobe? That's why
hating.
Kobe made like
So,
second team.
2003-04,
Yeah.
all defensive
Yeah.
team. First team was Ron Artest, Bruce Bowen, Kevin Garnett, Ben Wallace, Kobe Bryant. Second team, Doug
Can't be
Christie,
mad at that.
Tim Duncan, Andre Kirilenko, Theo Ratliff, Jason
can't be
Kidd.
mad at that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be mad at that.
Kirilenko was a defender. Like that?
Absolutely, he was all over the place. Stat sheet stuffer.
Okay.
Yeah, he did everything. Like you can't
That's
be
all
mad
he
at
wanted
that.
to do,
But
yeah.
Okay.
So if there was a third team,
it wasn't. So
would've been on the-
yeah, but it don't matter. But no, I did it. So for Draymond to get love and recognition for all the shit that I did, and for him to get love for it and recognized for it, I hope he gets another one. You know what I'm saying? Because he's
Should there be 3 all defensive teams? Like there's 3
It should.
all
too
NBA.
much, I think.
But the top 15 defenders in the league,
If you want to, yeah. If not, cool. If you don't, cool. If you do.
The way they
Don't
put,
they have 3
3 all NBA teams.
all NBA teams?
no, the way they put like defense win champions and
Because you-
all this defensive shit. They only got 2 all
saying
defensive teams.
because
Man, they full of shit. People full
They
of
do.
shit.
because
defense
Marcus
win
All won
championship.
motherfucking Defensive Player of the Year, and that shit was like a slap in the face to motherfuckers like myself.
People love offense. You know?
We didn't look at him as that.
They do say defense wins championships, but when it comes time to reward
They
defense,
should do 3 teams.
they're like,
Oh,
yeah.
2 teams.
They should do
Like,
3 teams.
Yeah, no,
Might
there was
as
some
well,
really, like I
shit.
said,
What's the
there was some
W
really,
has
really
to-
good defenders.
Yeah. They should
their
And
have
I think
position.
in the NBA.
But a lot of them do, like, KG was a really good defender, but he had the rebounds and shit to go with it, right? Tim Duncan, same thing. They funneled everything to Tim, so he's going to be there. The blocks and the rebounds
And like
are going to be
talking
there.
about it.
So Karolinko averaging what blocks and steals. So it's Bruce Bowen is all the fuck he did. So he getting recognized
gotta
for it. I'm
recognize
surprised Shane
for
Battier
Kobe
ain't been.
and-
So it's guys who did certain things over the years that, but
So we asked the chat, should Draymond be Defensive Player of the Year? 65% said no. Chat,
Yeah, I'm
not
going
feeling it.
Mobley. I'm going to Mobley.
Okay.
Wow.
Going with my
Damn,
USC
Jack.
native.
Wow, I know. Damn.
You know,
65.
chat's in the mood today. But let's keep it
There's
moving.
Haters.
We'd like to give a shout out to MeUndies for sponsoring today's podcast. Fellas, it's time to throw out your old, nasty-ass underwear. No more faded fabric, no more holes. Upgrade to something that women will actually want to see you in. Head over to MeUndies.com and check out their men's core collection. It features their signature ultra model fabric that feels 3 times softer than cotton and is available in 5 classic styles. Find your fit today, your perfect fit today. So Gil and Kenyon received MeUndies from the company. Gil is probably upstairs right now
on as we speak.
wearing his MeUndies, not
have
doing
them-
the show.
I have them on
Kenyon,
as
you were
we
rocking
speak.
your MeUndies as well. What do you think so far?
good quality.
They gave us like
So
20
far.
pairs.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very
They're doing
appreciative.
what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, but they gave us a couple pair of them that I'm not gonna be able to wear.
The
But
little
yeah,
the short guys, but
yeah,
no.
them Speedos.
So are there,
Save those special occasions.
Are there women's
There's no
boxers?
questions.
No, they're men. Aren't they men?
MeUndies,
sweatpants.
MeUndies does not discriminate.
Okay.
I ordered their sweatpants.
Okay.
Comfy.
But appreciate you. They came
They
through.
got them sweats, the little pajamas ones. Not sweats, but they like,
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they-
very
long,
fashionable, very trendy.
soft.
they,
They're good. I like them.
So throw out your old nasty ass underwear and get some MeUndies.
Your old nasty ass.
it's some meat undies, what you think?
They're MeUndies.
Oh, yeah.
Me
see,
undies.
you put meat on.
No, I got a gap
He used to
tooth.
throw out your old nasty ass. The one
Yeah.
But find signature comfort and everyday styles at MeUndies.com. Get 20% off your first order and free shipping with orders over $75 with code GIL at checkout. So let's move it back. We talked about the Bay. Let's move it to LA. So Cavs saw their 16-game winning streak snapped by the Magic. And on Tuesday, they pulled up to LA to take on the Clippers in the Intuit Dome, but fell victim to a vintage Kawhi performance in a dominant game from the man they call Zupac. Let's take a look at the highlights. So Kawhi led the Clips with 33.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. He was 12 for 19 from the field, 5 for 6 from deep. Second 30-point game this season and this month. Kawhi has played in 10 of the Clippers' last 12 games. Good to see him back out there looking like himself.
What'd I
Ivica
say?
Zubac celebrated his 28th birthday by dropping 28 points and 20 boards on 13 of 18 shooting.
He's been playing
And
well.
James Harden added 22 and 9 dimes. So Max Strus led the Cavs with the season-high 24 points. Donovan Mitchell had 18 points and 11 assists, and Evan Mobley scored 17 points in his return after missing the game against the Magic. But let's enjoy.
So they lost.
Where is it?
Watch this right here.
Ooh,
Oh,
excuse me.
that's your defensive player of the year, ladies and gentlemen. He went to SC.
Oh, it is.
He went to SC.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
To any big like that.
No, that is true. You gotta give him love. But shout out to Harden, man. He's really been doing his thing.
God.
Shout out Zubac, 28th birthday.
You've been.
I don't know why the Lakers
Oh.
traded him, but
Yeah, that's
here we are.
crazy.
Come on, Kawhi.
Gave y'all a blessing
Wow.
to the other team.
Wide ball.
Come on.
But like I
Kawhi.
mentioned-
What'd I tell y'all? I was the only one who said he was gonna play more games than Embiid.
You did say
I
that.
was the only one
You did say
Said
that.
who?
that Kawhi
Kawhi?
would play more games
Yeah.
this season than Embiid. And they all looked at me
Nobody
like,
talking about it neither.
Man, man.
Kawhi,
I've been waiting to
playing.
come back and say that, so it's
So-
a perfect opportunity to.
Clippers outscored the Cavs 64-46 in the second half. Got their 4th straight win. Clippers, she is right. Clippers currently 8th in the West,
Typically,
but only a game behind the Warriors for the 6th spot. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. Let's give some love to James Harden and Kawhi. James Harden been balling since the All-Star break, averaging 26, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. And in his last 8 games, Kawhi is averaging 25, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 51% from the field, 40% from deep. So, gotta know, Ben Simmons still dealing with the knee issue as well, but Clippers revitalized this roster, made some moves, got Boggy. Got a nice team there. What's a healthy
got
Clippers
that,
ceiling
yeah.
in the West? A healthy Clippers
I
ceiling in
forgot
the
about
West.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah. Oh, they got Ben Simmons?
They do have Ben Simmons.
I know.
He's still
Is he coming back?
Depending on their matchup, they could get to
When's he
the
coming back to play?
conference finals.
Yeah.
They
And
could.
Hell.
Norm Powell been dealing with the hamstring.
They could.
But
They
If they're
could.
healthy, they can get to the conference finals.
Lexie, you saying the
For
Clippers
sure.
can reach the conference finals?
If they're
It
healthy.
depends on who they play.
Yeah, depend. Yeah, I mean, this playoffs is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of teams that have been dealing with injuries and digging themselves out of holes, and they're gonna finish probably not where they're supposed to finish. And I think we're gonna see like a lot of upsets, but just because of the number next to their team name, not because they're not a better team.
Seeing in both conferences, Magic have potential to be the 8th seed. In the East, they would take on the Cavs. Clippers right now, 8th seed, they would take on the Thunder. That's
Nah, and Thunder don't. Them first round.
Thunder don't deserve that, I feel
They
like.
don't.
And they done this season.
I want them
what
to
if
have a
they
little
seven?
cakewalk to the
They can be
top
seven.
the
Can they be
Thunder?
the 7th seed?
The Rockets
The Thunder
currently, I think,
should?
second.
Yes.
Oh, so they can play a rock?
2 years in a row. They deserve it. They deserve
They
not
gotta
to get
show up.
punched in the mouth first round of the
Well,
playoffs.
they got to show up. That's the playoffs.
Hate that for them.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
At least give SGA the MVP. Damn. Shit.
Okay, you're looking at,
NBA MVP candidate, you got to show up in the playoffs.
but it should be a,
Yeah, the
hey,
West is go strong.
the West is the
bruh.
West.
I'd
West
rather
is the best.
see,
Yeah.
if I'm Clippers, I'd rather see Houston, though, than OKC still.
You want to see the Houston Rockets.
Because they younger, like first time getting to the playoffs in a while, since the Harden era.
True.
Yeah, so, you know, you could win off of experience if I'm Kawhi and James.
I like a healthy Clippers team.
Yeah, they
I don't want to go against my Rockets, but
I know they in second place and everyone's like, who cares?
I know.
Because they're babies.
Yeah.
OKC,
Shout out to the
they're
Rockets.
babies
He made
too.
Dunker. Got that crew balling.
but that's how it was. Like OKC was like that last year. I felt like.
Everyone was like, y'all some little kids.
We ain't little no more. But
Ain't little no more
Big
though, huh?
dogs.
can you look at this Clipper squad? Obviously, Kawhi's health always a concern. It has been since his time in LA. Like I said, played 10 of the last 12 games. James Harden elevated his play since the All-Star break. Norm Powell dealing with a hamstring issue. He will be back in the near future. Ben Simmons dealing with a knee, but seems like if this squad can get it together in the next couple weeks, they're going to be extremely dangerous. So what's a healthy Clipper ceiling in the West?
I don't know what the ceiling is, but I wouldn't want to play him. Like, if they healthy and Kawhi, we know what Kawhi's capable of doing. Yeah, it's just that big question mark that's been looming over them the last few years when it's time, so when it's playoff time, right? So if they can avoid that, and I think they realized that this year, and they probably went about it in a different way than they have before with Kawhi, as far as his health and really monitoring it and keeping a close eye on the minutes and the recovery and so. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play them. I don't care who's in third, whatever place they end up in. I wouldn't want to play them.
Yeah.
T. Lou with the
Supposed to be
experience.
back
Yeah,
for the playoffs?
he's gonna help.
Ben Simmons, why
Absolutely.
Are you bringing up Ben Simmons?
He will help you in the playoffs.
Ben Simmons and Norm Powell.
No.
You don't
Ben
need
Simmons
him
and Norm
to
Powell
score.
both played last
No.
night,
No,
but
not for
Norm
that.
Powell only played 18 minutes. Ben Simmons
Nick,
only played 13
He's
minutes.
still he is
When's the last
capable of
time
guarding
Ben
1 through
Simmons
5.
played?
He's still capable of guarding 1. He's been playing this season. He's just been out recently.
You don't,
Yeah.
he ain't got to
Yes.
score.
No, we don't need him to score.
You
We
don't-
said when
But
have
Ben
he
Simmons will
Trust
absolutely
me,
help
dog.
them in the playoffs.
You can put him at the 5 at times, or you can listen. Give Zubac. You can trust me, dog.
He can just pass.
Yeah.
Rebound,
Or you can-
pass,
at the
pass.
five.
And defend.
Yeah, he defends,
defend.
man. He's still 6'10". You can't.
Yeah.
And a willing passer. He's going to rebound.
But mentally,
And who's
mentally,
around who's around
his
him matters.
mentality. Ben
Who-
Simmons mentally.
Who's around
It's
him
I don't know
gonna
if
be
I
matters.
can
fine
have him
here.
on the
He ain't got no
Yo.
expectation on the Clippers.
Who's around him matters, Nick. Right? The guys in the locker room with you matter, right? The things that they can get out of.
Was he
like,
with James before?
Not a
In
different
Philly?
coach.
Brooke, they was together, Brooke?
True that.
Different coach. Right?
Yeah, that's-
I'm saying
No, they got traded for each other.
Got traded
I'm
with like the Philly shit. Like,
okay.
but my thing is, I don't know, but with T. Lou over there, and you got James and certain guys, and guy on the staff, like I know Dante, for the way he run his mouth, Dante gonna
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Dante gonna hype him up in a way that, like, hey, gonna talk shit to him, challenge him in a way that's a healthy, right? To make him go out and play a certain way. So
I hear you. He could do everything y'all saying. I'm rolling, but the mentality, if you don't shoot the ball because people talking about you, or you don't do certain things because the media with somebody making you change your whole game, like, I don't know if I can have him out there, man. Like,
it's a different environment, I think. I hear you. I thought that
That's what I'm
before.
saying. In the
but
playoffs,
it's a different
it gets
environment.
rowdy.
And he's in a
right?
different
But
role.
you don't think he's
There's
gonna
no pressure.
compete?
No
He came in there with there's no pressure on him
Yeah.
right now.
That's why he
Yeah.
picked the Clippers.
There's no pressure whatsoever.
This Ben Simmons is always gonna be somebody.
No, it ain't. We got you got a guy.
Not
Norm
you out
Noah
there
Powell
with-
averaging 20. James averaging a dub. Zubac doing what he do. Kawhi, you don't. Bogdanovich gonna give you what he gonna give you. You don't need him to.
You don't.
So
So if he does,
if you give me
need him
8,
to.
you fuck around and give me 8 points.
Once
Yeah.
Ben Simmons
Yeah.
If you
step
give
on
me
that
8 points,
court,
it's a plus.
A double-double.
step on
let's
that
go
court,
forward.
You give me a double-double.
That's easy for
You
me.
give me a double-double in any
10
game,
to
they
10.
definitely winning
This
that
is gonna
game.
happen
Yeah.
when Ben
Facts.
Simmons step on the
Thank
court.
you.
They're gonna be cheering for him.
Yes.
Then he gonna mentally shut down. Oh shit!
Man,
They
he
watching
give you a
me.
double-double, you winning
They're
that game.
watching me again. No, that's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, they watch him.
Nah, I believe it. Nah, I wouldn't want to play him.
No.
If they healthy, I wouldn't want to
Facts.
play him. So
hell no.
it's a scary team to try to
For
beat
sure.
4 times.
I think
Playoff
the
series.
West is just scary. Period.
It is.
Like, it's
It
gonna
always-
be-
it-
it's
it
gonna
always
be
has
crazy.
been.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
The Clippers
fun
also
series.
have the Intuit Dome. They're on arena now, 24-10 at home this season. They were 25-16 last
Black
season.
Mirror Arena.
In the Lakers Arena, also known as Staples Center, also known as Crypto.com Arena.
Have you been up there?
Yeah,
I have not been to Intuit
Yeah,
Dome.
which is dope.
It is.
Like
it
for
is.
them to have somewhere to play
It
that
is.
they ain't got to play no noon game
Yep.
to get rushed off the fucking floor so they can change
They
the
got
floor
the
to the
early
Lakers.
floor, yep.
Like that's important, right?
Get your
For you to
asses
feel-
out
Yeah,
of here.
like
That's
they
what I'm
ain't,
Brown
saying.
company.
they ain't treating your family like
is
cattle
nice.
and
It's
shit.
nice in
Hey,
there.
gonna hurt your family all down this
Bro, we
goddamn
got
hall,
hurt,
being mean as hell to you. Cause the Lakers gotta come in this bitch like they ain't getting treated that way. So it matters, man.
You
Like
could tell.
yeah, so
can.
to
Moving a little differently
to
now.
be able to have them guys down there, still like to the way it's set up and the little
It's
little
nice.
air
It's
outside,
nice,
they gonna
yeah.
be partying before the game, playoff game. So it gives it a different energy.
Yeah.
Then you go out there, motherfucking
Sure.
people outside selling Laker gear before y'all game. Like,
That's gonna be a hard
right?
position to play in. for
You
the
going down the hall, you
going past
you know what I'm
the
saying?
good locker.
You park your car, you going past the Laker locker room, knowing they
look
locker
all
room
nice.
better than ours. Like,
You
yo,
look all nice in there, like damn.
damn.
You done walk back, go to the ghetto, like get the fuck out.
You guys play for the
Pass
Clippers.
it.
Is that what you?
Hell yeah.
For real.
Our home locker room with the Clippers was some
Yup.
horse shit.
Wow.
When we was there, that
Bad.
shit was bad,
Bad.
bruh.
Wow.
But the
It was
Lakers shit
a it was a
nice.
visitor.
Yeah. It was
The home locker room for us was a visitor's locker room. Yes.
crazy.
I mean, we used to play Pac-10 tournament,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't let us use the Lakers locker.
Of course not.
Clippers locker room fair game.
Yeah.
Go ahead, put y'all shit in there.
Yeah, and then that's like heavyweight
Oh, it's
fights
nice
and
that
shit
they
like
got
that.
them out of
They're
there.
like boxing
Finally.
fights. They'll give the champ
Yep.
the home locker room. They wasn't giving the Clippers locker room at the. Trust me.
Man, it was bad.
Visitor locker room in your own arena.
Yeah, that's no. So for them to have their own,
And they cut it off with the
Right.
rope and shit.
right, yeah.
It's stopping you.
Don't look over here.
This ain't for you.
Yeah.
You can't go on
No
this
shit
side.
over
Whoa.
there.
Playing a home, you playing them in a home game like it's still you gotta.
Damn.
Oh, don't play them. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Man, just forfeit them.
Wow.
Like that year, we had to play like that. I don't want to play them.
I can't imagine that,
not at home.
honestly. Being like a visitor in your home arena.
Right.
Yeah.
Me playing for the Nuggets for 7 years. That's the way it felt when the Lakers came to play us in Denver. Shit was crazy. Like you look at them up like, yo, this shit wild.
Even with the team y'all had?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Look at that bitch. It's
I
gold
noticed,
jerseys everywhere in that motherfucker.
Like
Like,
Kobe jerseys. I
I don't want to kick. It just make you want to beat him.
Yeah.
Even, you know what I'm saying?
But I would have thought with like you, AI,
Didn't
Carmelo.
When we played them in the playoffs, it was the only time that it was
Okay.
like. But during the regular season, yeah, that shit for
Yeah,
7
it's
years.
like that. It's a
7 years of that
rock
shit.
star,
Like,
right.
Wow.
but
rock
just
star,
being,
that's
yeah,
for sure.
but playing for the Clippers, having that feeling like walking. Like, yeah, you knowing that they shit better. it's
That's-
low ass training room, got 2 tables in that bitch. Yo, no hot tub. You gotta, they got the
door
little
in
shit.
the back.
Yeah, they got the hot tub in the hallway. You gotta go in the hallway to use the hot tub. Oh, it's
Oh, it's bad. You wouldn't
Unfortunate.
expect you gotta go through the door
Yes.
to the little basement, side
Yes.
basement. Yeah. It's fucked up.
This shit.
That's why you got to feel
Keep all the gear.
both worlds.
Locker room ain't big enough for all the gear. They got the shit lined up in the hall. You act
Like-
tight. They got to go in the hall.
Right.
They ain't got no storage closet for none of that shit.
Lexie, that's worse than some WNBA locker room.
Yeah. Yes.
Damn.
Like dead ass. man.
Yeah.
So we asked the chat, what's the Clippers ceiling?
Wow.
It
Wow.
just came back to you. I felt walking
Wow.
past it like this shit.
PTSD.
That shit was horrible.
So we asked the chat, what's the Clippers ceiling? 45% think they'll win a playoff series. 29% said first round exit. 17% said Western Conference Finals. And in a surprise, 9% said championship.
Wow.
Motherfuckers valet people, shit.
Wow.
They just toss you your keys and shit. When they get done Lakers, they pulling their shit up. Doors open. You get done, they toss your keys. Here you go.
Your shit at the top of the hill.
Your shit at the top. Hey, your
Like,
shit
you
on
go
the
get
floor.
it.
Walking up there,
You go get it.
Damn, man.
Open the box. Keys in there.
Keys in the car.
Oh my God. That's
Where is it?
bad.
Oh, it's still in the lot. We didn't get a
That's
chance to
bad.
get to it.
That's bad.
Go, Mr. Come your car right here. Hey, Nick, get your shit. Go get your key right there.
Go get your old car.
What lot is it? Lot 1.
Wow.
On another note, when they do that at restaurants, it's like, that was the purpose of valet. I'm not
Right?
giving you a tip now if I have to go get my own shit.
Facts.
That defeats the purpose of
Yes.
what we were trying to accomplish here.
The whole definitely defeats it.
You pull up there, oh no, you just go park over there. Well,
What?
Oh no, what gets
Then
me?
why am I-
What that? But you valet and they pull your shit right there.
You could have told me to.
I could have parked my shit right there.
Okay.
Now you done got in my car and adjusted my fucking seat to pull my shit right.
No,
Now I got an issue.
that is the biggest issue.
Like, now I got a whole issue.
Figure the shit out
Figure
wherever
shit
the
out,
seat
right?
is, or put
Sit
it back
your
where
ass
you're
on the
done.
edge of it.
Oh yeah, I can't. I've
sure.
never thought about that because y'all so
That's
damn
true.
tall.
Every
So
time.
every time I get back in the car, I feel like I can't.
Like push the shit back.
I can
Every
tell
time y'all
already
get
when I don't
by.
even try to sit in. I can tell if I can't see the tracks on my seat, I know you didn't boom my seat forward. So yeah, they just pull. You didn't valet and you try to charge me $50 to pull that motherfucker right there. Like, dude, you wrong as me now. Like, we're gonna have to negotiate this. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the
LA
Cavs.
parking is a scam.
Oh, definitely. Certain places.
Oh my gosh. Certain things you just can't think about
Yeah.
because you feel dumb,
Absolutely.
like valet parking.
It's overrated.
Certain places it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Certain places.
Certain places.
At the airport, no.
No.
You valet at the airport? I didn't know
LAX?
I know you could do that. I just general
You gotta
population
reserve it, but that LA, absolutely, dog. That shit is a shit storm trying to
Hell
find
yeah.
parking at LAX.
It is.
And
And then
getting
to
picked
Uber,
up.
right,
It's
so-
so expensive.
So Uber, you go
gotta
to
go
Uber
to
there,
the
you go Uber
spot.
Black, and it's gonna cost me $300.
$200.
It's gonna cost me $300 from my house. So
But
300 this
shuttle
way,
gotta
300
take you
that
to the
way.
Uber
Yeah,
spot.
no, I don't do
That
that.
shit is
Yeah.
Shuttle gotta
nasty.
take you to the
LAX
Uber
fixed
spot.
To
it.
that, but let you Uber Black.
If you're trying to be cheap or you're at LAX, go ahead, just take the hotel shuttle and have the Uber meet you at the hotel.
Yeah.
Get out of the general
Yeah.
vicinity of LAX.
Too much.
It's too
It's
much.
a little extra time, but it'll save you
Got
some
off a
bread.
plane. Now I gotta carry my bag to a shuttle
Should've
with a
did,
bunch
yeah,
of
you
strangers.
Or the Fox rental car shuttle
all
for
close
anybody
to
to
each
get you right on
other, and
schedule.
everybody got an attitude. No.
Yeah, no, I'd rather,
Just get
yeah.
you a handicap sticker.
Well,
It costs about $200. on
No.
Black
Let's not
market.
do that.
not,
Yes,
No.
Park
let's
handicap.
not.
What
No.
those stickers
No.
are for.
I respect handicapped people.
I do too.
These are your
No,
spots.
but-
I do as
I
well,
get
but
it.
sometimes it's a necessity that
Those
I
always-
use.
The height can
for
be a
real.
handicap, so.
It is. I tell some people, hey, just put your shoes on the wrong foot when you get out.
Oh,
I get out like.
Swag, I believe you might have done that the other
Do
day.
it. I ain't gonna do it.
Hey, yeah,
I'm gonna
just,
do it.
I'm not
just-
gonna laugh either. I'm not gonna laugh.
hey, just put your
One
shoes.
time I felt bad. I was parked next to
Yeah.
I had to act it off.
Like certain
Because
places,
the older lady.
certain
it was
How did
places
you
I
act
won't.
it up? Yeah,
Like,
I was like,
I'm saying?
How did you act it out?
can't
that
believe
was
this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to hell.
Because I felt bad.
Gasoline
Because she had
draws.
to-
been my biggest fear.
Because I
You
felt
have
so
a handicap
bad. I was like,
where
damn.
you pull up and
Because
there's
they had to
somebody
park a little
that
further.
actually
I like,
Need
damn,
that
like,
handicap sticker.
certain places
You hop
I
out the
won't.
car,
Right.
and they hop out
You
their
gotta
car,
do-
and they're
you gotta pull a
the
neck.
fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
You got to pull a neck.
And that's what
You gotta do it. That's why I feel bad, bro.
I would just be like, mind your business.
The usual
Hit him with
suspect
the
walk.
That's
Straighten it up.
Sorry.
It's okay, Swoop.
I'm so sorry. I cannot believe I'm laughing at you.
As a reminder,
Like,
the views
there's a man
the views
driving.
expressed on this show are not those of
Not
You know
underdogs.
how they be waiting for you to get out the car, looking all mad to see, like,
I know, Steph. I agree.
Like,
Twinsies.
certain places I won't.
Twinsies.
Oh my God.
So this was the Cavs' first 2-game losing
Oh
streak
my
since January
God, bro.
25th,
Nikki
when they
was
lost
there.
3 straight games. They're now tied with the Thunder for the best record in the league, have a 6.5-game lead over the Celtics in the East.
It's like this.
How many games would the Cavs need to drop before it becomes officially worrisome? I don't think 2 games is enough. Magic a good team,
But
Clippers
really
a
good
good team.
teams don't lose more than 2, so
Yeah.
like they at their threshold right
They
now.
gotta win.
No, you can't lose. No,
can't-
really
you
good.
can't, yeah.
Like for you to be like really good, really good, they don't lose 3 in a row. Very seldom 2 in a row.
yeah.
So being that it's on the road, give them a little more,
Yeah.
but not 3 in a row.
Okay.
I don't think
Who
they
they play next?
Let me pull it up for you.
Phoenix.
So they'll be fine.
Oh, that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, wait,
Good.
Magic?
You-
If
Y'all
they
good
play,
shit. Y'all
whoever,
good.
either one,
Phoenix
either
or- yeah,
Phoenix,
Phoenix or
Sac,
Sac, yeah.
anybody else that's on this coast still that they ain't play,
As long as it ain't the Lakers.
So
That would be troubling for y'all. All right, well, let's keep this thing moving.
now they'll get y'all right now with no Brian,
We have Lucas, sir.
but they'll get y'all
Austin
right
Reeves,
now.
who you said, Sway, you caused a stir with
did.
the Austin
I
Reeves
saw that
Kyrie
clip.
discussion. Lou Will was on Run It Back today. He said he's not even better than Norman Powell. He's not the best third option in LA.
Damn.
Oh.
Don't know if I agree with that, Lou.
Damn.
Lemon pepper. But move on. Mavs and Sixers both down bad this season, showed in their meeting Sunday. Both teams combining to have 19 players miss the game. Quentin Grimes helped lead the Sixers to a win by dropping 28 points in his first game back in Dallas since getting traded in February. We'll get back to Grimes in a moment. Mavs only had a league minimum 8 players available for the game, with 2 of those guys being two-way players who are both nearing their 50-game limit. So after trading Luka Doncic to the Lakers, Mavs GM Nico Harrison said it was a win-now move, but with the rash of injuries plaguing the roster, the Mavs may not even have enough players to win at all. So according to ESPN's Bobby Marks, Mavs are in danger of having to forfeit games in the near future if they don't have the league minimum 8 players required to field a basketball team. So because of the new CBA and the Mavs being too close to the first apron, they may not be able to sign another healthy vet until April 10th. Like I mentioned, those two-way players, I think their games are running out somewhere towards the end of March, so there's going to be a stretch of games.
So can they not
can
just
bring
bring
up
up
G
other
League?
G League
Yeah.
players?
I think the way that their two-way contracts are all accounted for, because this is all things that people have asked about. But as a result, AD had the adductor strain. There were talks about AD being shut down for the rest of the season. But earlier this week, the Mavs have signed AD to their G League team as he looks to ramp up to make a potential return. There's also a kind of loophole where you bring a guy who's not healthy, say he's healthy, and let him just sit on the bench and not play, so you can still, quote unquote, have those 8 available players. But
That's crazy.
just looking at the aftermath of what some are calling one of the worst trades in the history of the National
It's
Basketball
like they're
Association.
getting punished.
Yeah.
Did the Luka trade curse the Mavs, or will they be able to bounce back
Oh
next
man,
year? 'Cause
I ain't never seen nothing like this before.
It is.
Worse.
You got people at medieval times booing Nico Harrison. Players on the Mavs saying, "Please stop doing that. Just cheer for the team. We still got to live
I
here.
do feel sad for the players because
We still got to live here. And y'all
the
doing all this
energy in
fire
there
Nico
is
cheer."
awful.
But my thing with that is, like, Nico ain't the one that makes that decision.
He's not, but the owner not. The owner.
I agree with you.
The owner ain't coming.
I agree with you. But for the people that are like booing Nico, like, it's your fault, Nico had to get permission from higher up
bunch of
to
people.
say,
Not just one.
all right, we're going to, right.
The owner.
So then start booing the owners.
But didn't the owner say something completely opposite of what Nico said? Didn't he say they was building for the future, and Nico said they trying to win now?
Yeah, it's meant the
Yeah,
same thing.
Nico said this was a win now move.
Yeah, of course they want to win now,
owners
but it's
said-
definitely about the future.
One of the
too.
governors of the team,
said
a nepo
build-
baby, if you will, said that
They
this was
built
a
for the
long term.
future.
So
So I'm like,
they're not
what
even
y'all
on the same
doing?
page or aligned.
And obviously, people are looking at it like it's the worst trade in history, regardless of how you feel about AD or Luka. Luka's not playing and AD's not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it looks like Dallas made a horrible trade because AD is not playing and
Obviously.
Luka is playing. So, my question is, if AD was healthy and if he was playing right now the way Luka is,
the
would
conversation
people still be
different?
saying
I mean,
the
then
worst trade?
you lose Kyrie
But
with the
you lose
ACL.
Kyrie, too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just, it's just like
It is
getting
tough.
worse and worse and worse.
That's what I'm saying.
When it rains, it pours.
Facts.
Yeah, they had that weather issue too going on out there. I don't know if you heard about that. But
Wind and sand,
fucking
storm.
10 plagues of Egypt.
Yeah, it's fucking.
So-
It
sand.
was a
Nico,
lot.
that's why
Dirt
we're mad at
storm,
Nico. They
like,
think it's
it's-
Nico.
Dust
Nico
storms,
they blame Nico for that too.
They blame
Yes.
Nico for
Yes.
everything.
Yeah, Nico blame
Anything that goes
Because
wrong in
the
Dallas,
weather-
from
The
now
weather is
on.
Nico's
Can't even go
fault.
to medieval times without hearing fire.
But is he
Like,
gone, though? Is Nico gone?
No,
You don't think so?
Is he
Hell no.
gone?
Like, do he have to be fired?
No, because
No.
there's too many
No.
bad things happening that
No.
are now out
he
of
can't control the
everybody's
injuries.
control.
He
Exactly.
can't control the injuries.
But
No.
But
I don't know. Does that say?
so I'm gonna trade Luka, and I want y'all to get hurt. So my job, no. That's
Right.
not the
Seems
way
like
this
it was,
went.
but
My
can
job
that
will
be
be
like
online.
bad business or something?
Can
It's
that
the
be
owner.
repa-
Like, can it be like something off of that?
There's
Like,
bad
this
business
don't happen.
every year.
But
There's always
Luka,
bad business.
Luka was injured too when he was with Dallas.
But you
So-
had to come up with the idea.
So my
that
thing is, with
wanna
the fans,
trade
right?
Luka. It probably could have been the way they did it or went about it.
I hear all that,
Like,
but with the fans, so if you really want to, like, why y'all still going to the games and booing? Like, y'all still supporting?
Yeah.
but then
Basketball
they,
games are
Just
entertaining.
don't
Ken.
go.
You know,
Then
then they up
Right.
the ticket sale.
They tried to raise
still
season
going.
ticket
Down,
prices for
right?
next season. I think
Next
like
season.
8 or 9%.
But-
That's not an uncommon thing for teams to do. It's just a little questionable with the timing.
Still going. Still going to the games to boo.
Right.
I think you know.
That-
If you really
makes
want to
sense,
make
right?
a stance, just stop
You
going to the
can't
game.
go.
Like, if you,
Man,
if
some
you
man
really
want to
pissed
support
off,
Yeah.
the players at least. It's not the players' fault. It's a
Yeah.
tough situation.
But they in there bringing all that negative energy and
yeah,
stuff.
just stay your ass
Man,
at
it's-
home.
Who? The fans are.
Like I still buy eggs
All
at the
that
grocery
booing
store,
and
even though I'm not a fan of
That's
the
what I'm saying. So do you get rid of Nico just to make it like a fresh start? Like a new energy, something
No.
like the
How long has he been in the
something
gym?
for
but it
people to
ain't Nico's
jump off.
fault that all these other
The-
players
It's
got
not.
injured.
He didn't make the decision.
You can't change what the fans feel.
I presented
You
you,
can't
with an
change your mind.
opportunity.
In their mind, he
But
went
still,
with Dallas.
but that's the name,
Luka
but the-
took
but the
whole
fact is-
Dallas with him.
He's been
LA.
GM since 2021.
He didn't, listen, he didn't hire himself.
But
He didn't make that decision himself.
but he brought
Somebody hired him, somebody
brought
okayed
that
it.
decision too.
Okay, you can
don't
easily
even
say
think that.
no.
But you don't even
And
think
the situation
that,
looks very
You could have
different.
why you
easily
hired
said
me.
no.
You hired me as a GM to bring these
Yes.
ideas to
So you
And
bring,
he
They
failed.
could have
So let me ask
no
you something.
because the owners, whoever he took it to, could have
know.
said no.
so
we
somebody,
ain't doing
could've
that.
said
so
no,
somebody bring you
but they
something,
didn't.
somebody present you some shit that you don't want to do, you gonna do it?
If somebody present me something
That you don't
I
wanna
had
do.
to
That you
bar-
don't
somebody
wanna
said,
do.
Man, if you give me this, man, I can return and get you this.
No,
this. I
that
did
just
that.
answers
Nothing
the
came
question.
back.
So
I don't
Nick-
give him nothing no
He
more.
said
So
somebody
Nick,
bring something to you that you
hey
don't
Nick, I got a
wanna
Honda
do.
Civic. Let me get that 7 Series for that Honda Civic.
Honda Civic, a very good automobile, very great gas mileage.
I got 200,000.
now we
I got
said-
200. I
now
got
we said
200. I got
AD is a Honda
200,000.
Civic. See,
I got
that's different.
200,000 miles on a Honda Civic. Let me get
So
that
you
7
He
Series.
has not said
That's
AD's
AD's
a Honda Civic.
now. Okay, I get
Not
it.
what he
But
said.
would you
You
do
know, I ain't
it?
never had a Honda Civic. Hey, Honda Civic
Would you
is
do
ready
it?
to
Honda
go.
Civics are reliable.
Would you
So
do it?
You can ride that motherfucker to
Would
the
you,
fall.
would you do it?
It depends on what type of Honda Civic it is. It got rims on it? Are they spinning?
Clean
Oh,
tins.
they spit
Clean
got
tins. Clean tins.
Hey,
What's the color?
rims on the tires on them. They didn't caught a lot of flats, and we didn't have to patch them
Motherfucker
up.
spinning,
But they're the original tires.
Original tire with spinners on.
No spinners, momos.
Can we bring spinners back?
Right?
No, let's not.
Please.
With
Put my metal to
Put
the
'em on
metal
the
disc.
sticker.
It's terrible.
Did y'all wear them shoes?
He had them on. I seen you with the Red Artezas.
Y'all remember
stopped
those
in the game and the wheel kept spinning. I said,
I was in elementary
you had
school when
them.
those
You
came out.
wanted to be like
I wouldn't wear them
Spree-Rail.
motherfuckers.
Everybody had them at
Just-
school.
Hey, I wouldn't wear them motherfuckers in your funeral.
What'd you say? The wheel kept spinning.
Hey,
Wheels kept spinning on his
Hey.
shoes. I said, this,
I wouldn't wear them motherfuckers in your funeral.
it was, damn.
Wow.
Shit.
I hope not, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right,
Motherfuckers
hey,
terrible.
look,
Bring that
That's one of the
shit
worst shits ever.
Those shoes were fire.
I ain't never had them motherfuckers on my car, so you think I'm gonna put them on my feet?
Yes.
That was a Texas thing, though, was it?
No, couldn't tell you.
Okay, one of our producers would like
It
to
was
know,
like
he'll
a South
remain
thing,
nameless,
like
that he actually drives a Honda Civic.
Not as Texas.
He feels like you just called him a broke boy. And I will let him know that Honda Civic, a great automobile, gets you where you need to go, great gas mileage, reliable.
But if I offered him a 7 Series, would he take it?
Let me wait for him to
If I
respond.
offered him a 7
shall
Series
remain
BMW,
nameless.
new
I'm
one.
happy
would-
with my vehicle, Kenyon.
Say it again?
I'm happy with my vehicle.
I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that. If I offered you a 7 Series BMW for your Honda,
Those vehicles require far too much maintenance. I'll
Thank
take
so
mine.
now you're coming up with excuses.
I answered your question as
No,
well.
yeah.
They're warranty on the 7 Series.
You still didn't answer my question. You gave me an
He
excuse,
said I'll keep my Honda Civic.
but he didn't still answer the question.
But
Here's my question. So
I get it.
if
I'm not
they
bad.
they don't make the trade and you just keep Luka and Luka's injured and Luka ain't playing and he might not play, should Nico be fired?
No, not then.
Why?
AD
Why?
not playing,
should've
so
been
it's
fired
like
now
you
'cause
like
he's
Luka's
still-
not
No,
playing, AD not
I'm not
playing.
even
So-
putting AD in
So-
this. I'm talking about Luka.
You don't trade him, but you gave up on Luka Doncic for AD.
Yeah.
That's a big jump. Like, you gotta win with that. You can't have this with that. Like, you
But
going
there
there
are other
like
players who are
AD,
injured,
Kyrie,
though.
he gonna do this.
Conversation would be different if everybody
So
was
if they
healthy.
trade, so you don't plan
It
on
would be.
Kyrie tearing his ACL, you don't plan on Lively going down, you don't plan on
No.
Gafford going down, you don't plan on these things.
But it happened.
Yeah, so therefore,
That's why I'm
you
saying
did.
You can't fire him.
you gotta jump start.
So then you
I
don't.
want
So then
Nico
you
to get fired.
don't. You
I'm
don't
not
make the
going
trade,
to.
right? But
I'm
you
not
still
saying-
have all these other players that are injured, including Luka was injured.
I know, but he's down there 2 weeks. He came back in 2 weeks soon after he got traded. You could have waited 2 weeks or something,
Trade deadline would have been over.
but you don't trade him. Don't trade him. That's what I'm saying. Why would you trade him? If you trade him because he was hurt, you could have 2 more weeks. He would have been back.
Personally, I thought it was a great trade.
I did too. I'm so happy. I'm not. He could come here and work for us if he won't. That's what I'm saying.
But can't make no
But for
decisions.
Dallas.
Can't make no decisions over here. You can come hang out.
But Dallas, as just Dallas, do you feel like you gotta just new energy?
No.
Because if you come back, it's the same thing.
Next season, it would be new
You gotta
energy.
win in order to change.
Next season,
People
be new
love
energy.
it.
This
So if
season
they
is
get
shot.
rid of Nico, you're saying now they'll have new energy?
But the team gonna be the exact same. They still gonna be
Right,
mad
Right,
that
that
they don't
doesn't
have
change the
Luka.
players. But that
Next
doesn't change
year.
the
Ultimately,
players.
they're mad that Luka is gone.
But if
Thank you.
Luka still wanna go be
the
there.
point is,
Who
if
the
guys would have
GM
stayed
is,
healthy and
though.
this squad would have
They
been
still
able
be mad
to
at Luka,
replicate a
though.
run like they had last season,
Yeah, everything would be
little less
different.
anger,
I'm saying
frustration.
they just blame it.
They're just
everything,
mad that
every-
Luka is gone.
But you see your old
And
boo
they
out here in
play-
LA, Ken, winning, doing his
Winning,
thing,
looking good, looking slim.
changing license plates on the whip, giving free
Yeah.
parking to Lakers
All right.
fans.
Thriving out here in LA.
That's what I'm just saying. Do you give new energy? You come with the sage and all that, like Kyrie and all that, and just do everything.
No, Nick.
Cause think about it. He traded fucking Williams, the dude Cade Williams or something like that from Philly.
Who you talking
The
about?
the guy
Caleb
Caleb Martin.
And that is,
No, he came from Philly.
this is what we call a segue. This brings me to the next
Okay.
part of this segment.
Great job, Nick.
Good job. Swaggy.
Okay, baby.
Swaggy segue. So while the bulk of criticism Nico Harris and the Mavs have gotten has been for the Luka trade, team made another trade that is also making them look dumb. Back on February 4th, just 2 days after dealing Luka, the Mavs traded Quentin Grimes and a 2025 second-round pick to the Sixers for Caleb Martin. So let's take a look at some of what Grimes has been doing since he's joined the Sixers, who are also dealing with injury issues.
So let's put it in perspective while we watch these clips.
Okay, so Grimes followed up his 28 points on the Mavs Sunday by dropping a career-high 46 points Monday night and is averaging 29 points over the 9 games in March. So Grimes has 7 career games scoring 30 or more points. 5 of them have come in a Sixers uniform. Caleb Martin dealt with injuries, averaging 5 points in 5 games in a Mavs uniform. Let's watch some Grimes time. What?
46.
46. You want to put it in perspective, King?
Houston Rockets should be ashamed of themselves for one. For
Game
going-
went to overtime.
For going to overtime with this bad team.
But they got Quentin Grimes now.
Yeah, Yeah, he's playing well since he's been there. But so when Jerry McCain was there, he was doing exactly this. When Tyrese Maxey is out there, he's doing exactly this. Grimes is out there playing this, he's doing exactly. The offense is made for them to do this. The primary ball handler is going to take a lot of shots.
Yeah, but
And if you've been
gotta be able
efficient,
to
if you've
make
been
them shots
efficient,
and doing
you're
it.
going to have great games. Yeah, absolutely. They're a bad team. He's making even more name for himself. But when he was with the Dallas Mavericks, he probably was this exact same player. But there's no space for him to be this player.
yeah.
But you see that.
You see it, but there's no space for him to be this. That's why they got rid of Bones Highland. That's why guys get traded, because there's no space for him to be that. Because you have other guys. He's a prolific scorer. We've shown he can score the ball. But you got Kyrie. You got. So you making moves, AD, and there's no room. There's no space to take the ball out of Kyrie's hands at time, because you got to start him if he's doing this. You got Clay. You got other guys. So there's no space for him to be that player. So in Philly, he was gonna get the opportunity. He was gonna come out with this. Now they ain't playing for shit.
But
he has the opportunity now to be that player. So he's thriving in this role, absolutely. But the Nick Nurse's offense is made for him to be this.
yeah,
So
I get that.
He's been efficient. He's capitalized on this in 9 games. He said he's averaging 29,
Yeah.
which is not easy to do by any stretch of imagination. I'm not thumbing my nose at that, but I'm just saying the offense is made for him to do it. There was no room, so don't shit on Nico because he traded, because Caleb Martin probably fit what they were trying to do as a team
With
the totality of AD, Kyrie, Caleb Martin fit better with that than Grimes. Because he's not hunting shots.
I don't know.
Yes, you fit better with certain teams, Nick.
You do,
right?
but
So he fits better
without
with that team.
Luka, you need somebody that. You got Kyrie. Who else could do what he does?
He's doing it on that team, but it didn't fit what Dallas trying to do moving forward.
But who else on Dallas creates like that?
They didn't need him to
besides
create. They wanted Kyrie to do, so they wanted to put the ball in Kyrie's hand and let Kyrie be that. And then whoever they was going to bring, kid Hardy, so they saw something different. Is what I'm saying.
But in Grimes, 2 40-point games in March.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
His last 5 games, I'll just read them to you. So the
You're
46.
probably cooking them dudes in practice. I'll let you read it. But so how we say it in practice is
probably was cooking.
Is
You
there
don't
somebody
see
in
that?
practice who you said couldn't nobody guard? He is definitely probably that guy. I say JR, if JR was a starter and JR got the shots that Melo, JR would average more points. So we know that, right?
Yeah.
If he got those out, he probably cooking everybody in practice daily. Ones, they like, yo, you see what he out here? We know that. It's just what we're trying to do to win,
Yep.
it don't fit that. But
last 5 games, 46 points, 13 rebounds against the Rockets. I had the 28-piece against the Mavs, 29 against the Raptors, 35 against the Hawks, 25 against the Jazz, and then back to March 1st against the Warriors, 44 and 6
Yes.
in that game. But
Yeah, he been waiting.
That's crazy. Like
Yeah,
you
he's
see
cooking.
that.
He
You
been
see
waiting for an
that.
opportunity.
Yeah, but
That's why.
yes.
Like, come on, man. You
Because he could still get traded and not take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah.
He could have got traded and been over there on the fucking bench. Like, it just,
It worked out perfect for him.
Yeah.
I know he happy at Nico, but you see that. And for me, you only got one ball handler on Dallas, and that's Kyrie that could create. Everybody else you got to make shots for. You got to make shots for P.J. Washington. You got to make shots for Caleb Williams now. Well, not Caleb, Caleb Martin. I'm thinking my Bears fan. So you got to make shots for what's the Klay Thompson? Like, who else creates besides him?
but he's not creating for nobody else.
But somebody got to be able to create.
But he's not creating for nobody else.
But
So you just-
when
so
Kyrie go
you
out,
just
you
said-
need somebody that could do that.
To get the other guys shots. You just
they
said they got to
get
create
the
shots for the guys, right? You just said they got to create shots for the guys, right?
But
But creating shots for other guys and not yourself,
Yeah, that's not his.
Kyrie
That's
ain't
not what he
creating
doing.
shots for no other guys.
he's going to become that. He has
He
to.
has to now, and he's capable.
He has to.
He's never been that.
Okay, Nick.
He's never been a pass first point guard.
No, I'm not saying that.
Pass first.
But he can create shots for people. He looking the lobs at the rim, certain things. Grimes not doing that.
He could do that. How many assists he had?
He had more rebounds and assists.
He's bigger, right?
How many? Read these assists.
So let me see.
Who's
What
assists are these?
Grimes.
So he's averaging 4 assists in 17 games.
Same as
6.
Kyrie. Kyrie never averaged more than 5 or 4.
So the last 5 games, 4 assists, 6 assists, 3 assists, 5 assists, 6 assists, 5 assists, 2
Kyrie
assists.
numbers.
But that ain't, he's out there to score the ball. That's what. If the
Yeah,
ball
when you
is
have
in
the
your,
ball in
if
your
the ball
hand,
is in
you
your
have
hand
more
that much, I hope you will
opportunities.
fall into a few assists.
He wasn't gonna have the ball like that in Dallas.
Who else is
wasn't-
doing that in Dallas?
Well, obviously they didn't want him to do it.
That's
Who
what I'm
wants
saying.
Grimes?
If you don't see that, that's another
They
thing.
see it, but it don't fit what they're trying to do, Nick.
So
Yes.
That-
Like I said, he's cooking it. He just didn't become this scorer
That's what I'm
when he
saying.
got to Philly. He just didn't become this when he got to Philly.
He just
So
got the
there, he was
opportunity in
doing
Philly, yeah.
this.
Also, look who Philly got.
Caleb Martin is probably a better defender. We need a
For sure,
defender on the
right.
wing. We need this, we need that. He makes shots. He shoots open shots. We don't need him. So this is what they probably was thinking, right? Grimes, I haven't watched Philly play since occasionally. He probably is a ball stopper. He probably gets the ball, goes into his shit. That ain't probably what they wanted in the player. Not saying that he's not the player that he's showing. He's showing the numbers that he's putting up is not easy in this NBA.
no.
At all.
But like I said, it just didn't fit what Dallas was trying to do. Pretty sure if Nico had a motherfucking crystal ball and he could have saw all them fucking injuries, he would have been like, yeah, let me keep this motherfucker that I know can go get me 30.
Yeah.
Right?
But you,
Trust me, would have kept him.
but you still need him with all them other guys. That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
fit, maybe, dog. They wouldn't have made the move. Nick.
Who is they bench? What do they have coming off the bench? You got
Who?
what?
Dallas?
Ball handler
Nobody.
on your team.
Quite literally
That's what I'm
nobody.
saying. You need a 6-man or some. He could have been Jordan Poole for him.
They didn't. Obviously, they saw something different. I hear you.
That's all.
I hear you. Yes, but they saw something different. So, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, if Nico had a crystal ball,
Said, fuck
and
it, we just-
He would-
I'm gonna keep this guy that I know that could put
maybe
the
they
ball
can
in the
rebuild.
basket.
It just
You think if, like, and
He's
obviously
like,
this
just
can't
go start
happen,
all
if
over.
he knew what was about to transpire, he would have just been like, I'm gonna just keep Luka. Despite, like,
Of
all
course.
whatever.
So was he traded first or Luka was traded?
Luka
first?
was traded first.
But I guess
Luka was the first domino, but you not.
It's like, you can't foresee
probably
none of
something
this
that
happening.
But
happened.
Lexie, I would just ask this
can't,
question to y'all.
It's probably a lot more shit.
You know trading Luka is going to create a situation.
buzz.
You
Yeah.
may not think it was going to be as bad as it was, but
Yeah.
you had to
But you
have
knew
thought.
that there was
Yeah,
gonna be
it's gonna
some
get you
type of
absolutely-
If I'm like, look, we got rid of Luka and we didn't come back with
That's why
5
we kept it a
first-round
secret.
picks and
Yeah.
AD and Max Christie, and we
Yeah.
came back with
That's why we
AD,
kept it
Max
a
Christie,
secret.
and 1 first-round pick.
Yeah,
That's why you kept it
That's
secret,
why-
right? That's
that's
why
why
you
you
told
didn't have
Luka.
no-
Hey, that's why you
Cleveland-
told a motherfucker like
If
this.
this trade
Hey,
was leaked, everyone would be like, you
Right?
are
Those
an idiot.
hey,
Facts.
you told that between 2 people, and
Facts.
you go to your owner. I'm gonna go to my owner, and if anybody, it's only 4 people that should know this information.
Yeah.
And if it get out, 1 of 4 said something. So it's like,
But if you have to do that, doesn't
You
that
know
signal to
that
you
that's
that
Yeah.
not a
yes,
good move.
it's not
Like,
popular.
look at the-
It's not.
might not be a
yeah.
move.
It's not popular
Maybe
at
there was
all.
something else going on
There has,
That's what
I
I'm
don't know,
saying.
there has to be.
that,
But it's not
that,
popular
that
either.
we don't
It doesn't
know
gotta
be
about.
something.
Cheryl,
It's none of our
it
business.
doesn't matter.
It's not really.
I agree
He's the
with
type
you.
of player.
There's
so-
a reason why they're like, okay,
Star
we're going
players
to
have-
trade Luka
In the middle of the
knowing that all this shit was gonna
that's
happen.
what-
Star players have shit going on that we all know.
100%.
Yeah.
Vices,
Yes.
problems, secrets,
Yes.
all this shit that the team, and they motherfuckers
Yes.
look the other way.
Yep.
Because he out there averaging 39 and 8. We all know this.
So it got to a point where they're like, fuck it, we don't care about all that.
I think it was moving forward. I think
You
it
got
was
to
the
go.
number that was on the hook moving forward.
Oh, the contract number?
that Supermax that was.
I think that was I think them looking at it moving forward.
Yeah.
They're like, we ain't got it.
And like just we looking at the player, the product, what he gonna look like in
Yeah.
4 years. Like I'm thinking all this
The
like
new owner, the way
So
she
question,
thinking,
do you
yeah,
think,
yeah.
that's a lot of money for her.
Do you
She don't
think
like
looking
that.
at you looking at her auntie, you looking at her
Yeah.
mama like, yeah, she got fat genes.
Yeah.
I put this ring on and she might blow up. Right?
wow.
Dudes don't put that look that into consideration. Look at her
Nothing wrong with
grandmama. Her grandmama, but her mama like you like, yeah, her grandmama got 4 kids, her mama got 3.
She didn't bounce back.
She didn't bounce
No.
back, so if I do this, it's
Is she gonna look like
she
that?
gonna look
This
like
is-
that.
this is what I gotta
When she
live
get
with.
42, like, yeah, we gon'
chill.
Right?
That's crazy.
I can't.
That's
fit.
That's
Beauty is
Do you
on the
think-
inside.
So
Thank you, Josiah.
of a rainbow.
Oh,
at that age, you ain't looking, man. At grandma age, you ain't out there looking no more, man. You just want somebody to talk to.
do you think
That's what you
if-
think?
Somebody to talk to.
That's what you
By
think?
myself. I just don't want to fall and look over.
Nick, don't
nobody
do
can
that.
help me.
That is a concern you have later in life. If I trip and fall,
You
who will
get
be
the
able to
grandparent
Who gonna pick me
age,
up?
you don't care.
They don't got life alert no
I
more.
want to be watching shows by myself.
It ain't gonna be your spouse, because you bigger than her.
Watching shows.
damn.
Because you bigger than her.
Some moral support in
Y'all are
this.
wrong
Listen,
today.
Get up,
Let me
baby.
ask my question. Sorry.
if you with somebody that can pick you up, you got you a big bitch.
Damn, call somebody.
You say your spouse, you say you want somebody that you 6'7",
They got
Nick,
like
you
new-
6'7", 235. You think your spouse can pick you up?
Yeah,
you fall
do
down?
fire. I seen like the fire
Nah,
people
bro.
do it.
I'm not relying on Skip if I fall to pick me up when I get older.
There's some strong women out there.
Yeah, it's
Who?
strong black
There's some
women out
strong
there.
women out there.
We get older. She get older. She ain't gonna stay the same age as he get older.
Yeah, you never know.
And knowing Nick, he gonna fall some
For real.
ridiculous ass way. It's
You can call
easy to
somebody
help
for
him
you.
up.
He gonna be stuck
He gonna be
with his
stuck
foot
like
in a hole or some shit. Like
really hot about the
upside down somewhere.
like that.
Because I don't talk about. Do you
Like how they
think
parking on top of that house?
Like
if
what,
Mark
Nick?
Cuban
Yeah.
Oh, he
was
ain't doing that.
still
Oh, he be doing
like involved,
Still had
and
control
all
over
that,
Mark
basketball.
Cuban
Yeah.
would have sold his whole
think
family for
Mark
Luka.
Cuban says yes, make the move.
Not a
Hell
chance.
no. He
Not
mad.
a
Mark
chance.
Cuban was sick
He a
of
big
this
He
picture.
stuff.
probably fired.
Yeah.
He fired Nico for
He
even
probably
saying
laughed Nico. This going. He told Nico, yeah, we gonna not extend you.
Yeah, for sure.
But when he even looked at him,
Yeah.
he would have came to this office with
Yeah.
that shit. He would have looked at his wife like, "What's today's
Why do you
date?"
say? Why do you?
Yeah,
why
we're
do
not
you
gonna
say that?
extend
Slap
you, Nico.
yourself.
Wait, it was Mark Cuban's idea to
Stick
step away?
yourself, Tony.
For sure.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban
Could've got
decided to step
mad,
away?
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't trust him when I
Yo.
leave. I don't get rid of
What you
him.
say?
I don't know.
I'm not extending.
Maybe he saw this coming. He was like, I don't want no parts of this.
I don't know. That's what I think. There's so much more going on.
Business with
behind
sports
the
is such a
scenes
shady
that-
little 1-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban was still in total.
Did he say something? Mark Cuban said something, right?
Wouldn't have traded that boy. Man.
Yeah, he said
Not
something.
a
Right?
chance.
What'd he say? I don't know.
I
What
wouldn't
did
have traded him.
He was very apologetic to Luka and his
He said,
family
"I
when the
trade
Mavs came to
myself."
LA. We were in the suite. I was looking down. I said,
Really?
"That's a man who
that's-
who did not want to get rid of Luka."
Wow.
Nah, he not doing that.
Sorry.
Shout out to Bird
Luka
again.
putting, one thing for sure, Luka's still putting bodies in them seats
Facts.
Yes.
at that American Airlines.
No
so.
facts.
Luka's putting bodies in the seats at Staples Center as well, and Underdog putting our bodies in nice suites. To watch Luka. Thank you so much. Got some more games on the horizon, playoffs coming up, Berm, so keep that phone handy. But let's talk Quentin Grimes just real quick. A final year of his rookie deal will be a restricted free agent this summer.
Oh, he's gonna get paid. They gonna
You
pay
think his
him?
payday coming?
He'll
Not
get more than
from Philly.
He'll get a
Not from
payday.
Philly,
Not
though.
a
I don't
big
think Philly
payday.
will.
Actually, I don't know, because what the hell they
Philly
got
just
going
cut
on?
costs. They just cut paper. That's why all the players they got, they was cutting. That's why they traded Caleb, KJ. That's
Yeah.
why they got rid of a lot of guys. The
Yeah.
owner was like, yeah, get these numbers down.
Start
right?
over.
He'll get
Pretty
something,
much.
though.
But Grimes may not get
No,
it
he
there,
restricted.
but the Sixers may not match whatever.
He's
else
gonna
is
get
out
more
there, but-
money
much-
than he
how
would
much
have
he
gotten.
making?
So he's in the rookie deal right now, so I don't know what that
He's
is.
gonna get
Peanuts on the dollar, basically.
Yeah, he was
what they did.
25th pick back in 2021, I believe, so.
gonna make
Keeping
first
him.
round?
He's making low money. He ain't affecting the books.
But he's going to be a restricted free agent, so another team give him an offer sheet. If he signs that, Sixers could say, all right, go be free, young man, go.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
that's
Good luck. I think that
one positive
Yeah.
thing out of this
absolutely.
situation.
Yeah.
I always like to see
So
people
you
get
keep
their
him?
back.
No, I don't.
No, they
keep
let
him.
him-
I'm about
no,
to
they-
say,
I don't
you
think
got
they'll keep him.
They let him go. Now that
because you got.
Well,
you
what
restricted
is even
Kane,
Philly?
He restricted.
doing?
Yeah, you got Paul.
Don't let him get his bag right.
Well, they got a lot of. You never know though, because they might the guys who they traded for and brought in
Yeah.
are probably on expiring contracts and stuff like that, so they might have the room to sign him for something.
Yeah,
so-
Philly,
Right?
So Oubre got a player option, Drummond got a player option, Eric Gordon got a player option.
Philly
Yeah,
need to just
Gershon,
start over.
Yabusele, Kyle, yeah, there's
Everybody got
guys.
play options, right?
And there's a bunch of team options as well.
They
yeah.
finna start from
They might-
scratch over there.
How tall is he? Is he a point guard or shooting guard? Or a scoring point guard?
A
I didn't
certified
watch.
bucket.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of Grimes.
he's
I
Certified
couldn't
bucket
tell you.
getter.
And I definitely don't watch Philly now.
Did he go to Kansas?
I don't know.
He started at Kansas, then I finished
U of
in
A?
Houston if I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
6'4".
think he's a shooting guard.
Your height.
Or
No?
Who
You
her?
should-
See how you?
but let's keep this thing moving. Today's podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek. Everyone can use our code GIL10 to get 10% off your SeatGeek order. Whether you're a new customer or not, sports, concerts, festivals, you name it. The Kendrick and SZA Grand National Tour is coming up soon, so I've been looking on SeatGeek for the best deals. So I look on SeatGeek, and then I forward that over to Underdog and say, look, I got the best deal for y'all to go ahead and buy us these tickets off SeatGeek. So for you fans looking to hit up Lakers, the game tonight against the Nuggets, SeatGeek has you covered. SeatGeek's rates on a scale of 1 to 10. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. No matter how many times you bought tickets using SeatGeek before, code GIL10 is going to get you 10% off your next order. So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code GIL10 to your account. All right, let's shift over. WNBA season coming up soon, Lexie.
Yeah.
Will be everything in Seattle. Underdog will be, again, as a reminder, bringing us to the Pacific Northwest.
Let's go, Lexie.
We'll rock the Lexie Underdog Lexie shirt. Again,
Still got any of them old shoes?
we're gonna wear the Underdog Lexie shirt. Courtside, Climate Pledge Arena.
Working on it.
Support
I'm about to say, yeah, you got to.
Lexie and the Seattle
Be
Storm.
hard.
Seattle Storm.
Especially the way they did, like the women's basketball shoes on.
I know.
So, WNBA saw unprecedented growth last season, inked an 11-year media rights deal worth $2.2 billion. And as a result, Players Union decided to opt out of the current CBA. Players Association and WNBA have until October 31st, 2025 to come to terms on a new CBA, or they could have the first lockout in league history if a deal isn't reached. So during a recent episode of her Unapologetically Angel show, Angel Reese and Dejanay Carrington had this to say on the potential for a work stoppage if sufficient bread isn't broken.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out.
That's a possibility for real.
Yeah.
It was kind of a possibility on the last one, but like now I feel
It's
like
like-
just with the leverage
I
that
heard, yeah.
we have right now, and it's just a time that women's basketball is going crazy. They're really,
won't get what we want.
it's gonna be a time next year. So,
Ooh, I'm excited.
but we deserve it.
I'm excited.
Angel Reese, excited. I'm hearing rumblings in the chat that you feel like this show is pre-recorded right now. We are live in Gil's basement. It is 1:25 p.m. Facts.
That's a pre-recorded.
Why do they think it's pre-recorded?
We have been sitting in Gil's basement waiting for him to come down with the raspy voice. We brought him tea.
Down one time.
He ain't even gonna come down and go get a
It's
snack.
He didn't even say what's
pre-recorded
up.
because Gil's not here.
They
He didn't
think
even come say hi.
we're
Y'all
big.
see?
Gil, come say hi.
Gil, come
Yeah,
downstairs.
Gil, come say hi.
Him downstairs. Like, he ain't got no name. Not pre-recorded, ladies and gentlemen. We do this show live, Gil's Arena, Monday through Thursday. Occasionally, we might sneak a pre-recorded episode in there. But if you
Y'all
click,
know it.
but if you click the live tab
this
on
ain't it.
YouTube,
Because one of us always says something.
But this ain't it.
usually wearing the same fit as the previous episode. If you click the live tab on YouTube, you will see the live Gil's Arena video indicating that it is in fact a live show. But back to
Don't
the
let that deter you.
Oh, never.
Please don't let that deter y'all from reading.
Okay, direct deposit
Reading is
has
fun.
hit for March.
Yes,
I will be here
Skill
until
that
April.
has been lost.
So as I mentioned, WNBA signed a $2.2 billion media rights deal last summer. W also had highest attendance in 22 years, highest average viewership for televised game in 24 years.
How about that?
That was
And
a
the
live
Swoopes
cough,
are
ladies and
coming
gentlemen.
back. And
That
the
was a
Swoopes
live.
coming back.
That was a live call.
That was a live cough. How concerned are you about the potential for a lockout after this season? Do you care at all, or is it on your mind?
Concerned? I mean, this is my first time really being in these meetings because the last CBA I was only in my second year, and it was right before COVID.
So you in the
I'm in the meetings.
Uh-oh.
So I'm in these conversations, and there's a lot at stake other than salaries, which, I mean, people who understand negotiations know that it's just not one thing you're talking about. So we have like a laundry list of things. Salary obviously is the priority. I mean, from a business perspective, locking out just like would it make sense just based on the
Yeah.
trajectory of the league right now, the growth, the viewership, the visibility, the popularity. But I mean, you have to plan for all scenarios. So yeah, last CBA, there could have been a lockout. We could have not had our bubble season. Like it took us a while to get that situation situated in the bubble and getting our full salaries for the season and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, when you're doing these types of things, you got to plan for everything. Like worst case scenario would be probably locking out. Best case would be getting everything that we want and that's probably won't happen. But finding somewhere in the middle where we can make hopefully the players happy and protect current, former, upcoming players, like that's the ultimate goal. So it's not that cut dry.
Former players aren't protected right now.
No,
Oh, yeah, not.
they're not, and that's
No.
something that we talk about because we
I
love
had a
y'all.
I had a conversation with Nick about it.
Yeah.
I think the thing is when you start talking about a lockout, there's probably only a handful of players in the WNBA that could still survive, right? Because they're making. And Angel Reese can survive because she has a gazillion things going on outside
One
of the
of Chip, I
WNBA.
believe in Unrivaled got a
Yeah.
$50K for
You
winning
know,
defensive player of
but-
the year as well over there.
But the majority of the players in the W aren't making that kind of money outside of
Yeah,
the
they
WNBA.
still as much. It's the same with the NIL stuff.
Yes.
You see like the 1% doing their thing, but there's still 99% of players who are still depending on their WNBA checks for a lot of their.
But would a lockout make like, cause y'all season is not that long, so wouldn't a lockout kind of hurt if y'all have shortened like that?
Oh, it would hurt. I mean,
A shorter
I
season?
would hate to lock.
I'm gonna let her answer because she plays.
I don't want to lock out. I want to play basketball at the end of
That's
the
what
day.
I'm saying, yeah.
Like at the core of it, I want to make more money, but I love playing basketball. So if lockout would mean me not playing, which I would hate, but we have 2 leagues in the off season now that people can go play in. So even having those have provided a little bit more leverage.
Is that applied a little pressure with WNBA?
Oh,
we talked about so
absolutely.
40 games last season. It's going to expand out to
100%.
44 games
100%.
this season.
We got the more expansion teams on the way.
3 new WNBA
So for us to
franchises
just
coming.
halt all this progress that we've made so quickly in the last 2 years, I'm just like, wow, I hope that we won't have to do that.
You know, them leagues, they don't like competition. The NFL, the NBA.
Yeah,
At all.
They don't like
At all.
competition. So
They don't at all.
they're going to do what they have to do to get this done.
You remember
I
our
believe-
lockout season?
Prioritize
You
the
remember our
W.
lockout season?
Yeah, I went to China.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
I wanted to play basketball.
Hell yeah,
to
I
your
would
point,
take my ass somewhere to go play.
When you talk about that, you know,
A lot of money.
the ladies, I don't know, the 30 that played in Unrivaled, I mean, they made more money in a 7-week season than a lot of them make during the WNBA season.
I think that's big.
And then you have Athletes Unlimited, who it's only 4 weeks, and you have women who come and play in Athletes Unlimited who can make really good money in 4 weeks. And so, to your point, absolutely, that puts pressure on the WNBA to say, like, you got to be better.
Are those going on at the same time? So what they would do is probably what would be smart is to stack them, right? Play one,
Yes.
and girls could both. Y'all can play in both, and
Well,
that
the
they'll really,
Unrivaled
but they'll
contracts
really
won't let
hate
you-
that shit.
Unrivaled
Yeah,
contracts.
Then they'll
Unrivaled
really
won't
hate
let
that.
you do
But then y'all can go negotiate. Be like, listen, they paying this. Y'all want to let us. So, but y'all have leverage.
But
y'all have
again-
leverage now.
No, for sure.
Y'all
But
have
again,
leverage.
between our league and Unrivaled, that's still less than half of the league with jobs in the States and stateside. So it's still a lot of players in the W that are still going overseas, are having to do other things to supplement an income.
Yeah.
So yeah, Unrivaled and Athletes Unlimited is a great start, but like there's still so many players.
Yeah, but then they don't
That
like.
Who aren't playing in
Yeah, they
in
don't
those
like
leagues.
competition. They'll get it done.
Yeah, for real. Because
And
I
from the
remember.
growth
Oh yeah,
that is
because
shown,
if there is a lockout, the opportunity that creates
it's
for
tough,
Unrivaled and
yeah.
Athletes Unlimited.
you can't lose the traction that you've gained.
I agree.
Within the
because
last
you now
2 years.
have
Facts.
you
No, I-
have the eyes, you have the sponsorships, you have the brands, you have
Viewership now.
everything, right? Where the game is today
Like
is
that
stuff
one
that
is,
we've
yeah.
fought for forever. So the thought of having a lockout, to me, just sets us back.
Now people won't be checking for the games anymore
Yes.
because out of sight is out of mind.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's not. It's growing, but it's not big enough to like the NBA to have a lockout.
No.
Come back and people are excited about it. Like so,
Nope.
unfortunately, they're trying to gain that excitement and notoriety for the game. And to give it a black, and
Yes,
to give
you
it
do.
a black eye right now while you're trying to do that makes no sense for a business, as an overall business. Damn the teams, each individual team, the overall business of it doesn't make sense.
Because I remember this was way back when the league started in 97. There was a year where we actually had a conversation about possibly doing the same thing. But those of us in the room, we had that conversation about there's probably only 10 of us in the league that could afford a lockout, right? Like we could have a lockout and still be okay. But the majority of the players in the league didn't, and back then the salaries weren't like they are. It was worse then than it is today, right?
And that's when
And
you
so-
get people wanting to go back, rush back.
Yeah, but I think that's why it matters who's sitting in those rooms because you can't be selfish and be about
Exactly.
yourself. You have to think about the entire league as a whole and making sure that you have all the players' best interest in mind. And I think it's y'all got the right ones in there.
Yeah, y'all need them names. What Sheryl say? You need the people with the names that's on the fucking commercials and selling the shoes and people
there's
that
a
selling
lot-
the jerseys.
there's a lot of
in these
us in those
meetings.
meetings.
That's what the NBA needed. They needed back
We
in the
have,
days, the Michael Jordans, the Charles, like all.
But how important is
the
that
Chris
solidarity
Pauls,
from that top 1%?
But they understand. They get it.
Like your point, like my bread is good.
But I
Not
think
saying
they
I
get
don't
it.
care about y'all, but y'all gotta unite.
important.
Yeah, but you really need that, right? I feel
Yeah.
like.
You need.
But I also think because when you hear, again, people only listen to a certain part of a clip, right? So you hear Angel Reese and Dejanay talking about, out here we're gonna sit out, but you're not listening to the entire conversation. But I also think it's important to have that side, right? So that the league knows we're serious about what we're asking for, what we're wanting, what we're looking for, and what we deserve. And that's why I think you have the younger players, like the Angels, the Caitlins, the Cam Brinks. You have the younger players who are at a place right now financially where they really don't need the W. But you got to have the older players, the vets in the room that are saying, listen, it's not just about right now, but it's about growing the league. It's about the future of the league. And it's about giving more opportunities for the players that will come after you.
Exactly.
I think the league is in a great place right now. So the thought of having a lockout, I just don't think is the smartest thing to do.
I remember he had a big meeting at UCLA with Kobe and like a bunch of guys that that work out in LA and one of his main things was like just going out there and not spending your money, like, cause he had a lot of the young guys. He was like, we all got to be a unit and shit, and can't give in and all that. And one of his main things, what was cool after, he was showing, he went to the Drew League after, like he was trying to be around us, helping us out, looked out for us and stuff. And
Is that why ultimately it pulled up the
that's when he
2011?
put up to the Drew League. And he said, I'm gonna show the NBA that, you need this, you need all of us and all that. So that was one of his main things too in that meeting. It was dope.
That's cool.
That's why Unrivaled and Athletes Unlimited is so important.
It was very interesting seeing like the conversations that people were having, seeing us all together in the States.
Yeah, that's the
So like that whole narrative of like they all can't stand each other, they don't really like each other.
Yeah.
It got flipped completely on its head because for the first time like ever, you're seeing WNBA players together in the off season, having fun, playing basketball, and like being friends, because that's what we are. But we are never around each other in the off season.
Everybody ain't friends, but it's okay.
Not everybody, obviously.
that.
That's any.
I agree.
anything,
You don't
but,
gotta
like,
be friends, you gotta respect each other. It's
Listen,
the fact that we're all about
100%.
Exactly.
100%.
So
It ain't nothing
seeing
wrong with
us all
that.
doing
and that's
that.
why he came to the Drew too.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
you
that.
gotta
So,
see
yeah.
whether it's real or fake. Who cares?
And I think
Perception is reality.
2011,
It is.
you guys started applying the pressure. There was talk about partnering up with Google to do a bunch of games, where I think ultimately helped lead to that CBA getting figured out. Because LeBron, KD, all these guys
They
pulling
started
up.
playing after that. It was over. Man.
Drew League versus the Goodman League, those games, and then all the other lockout games.
Y'all went over there for 3 months.
How was that?
China.
China.
I like China.
I got 80% of my money.
But I'm
in 3
talking about
months.
during that time, like
Jeez.
during that time. Yeah, y'all messing up for a lot of people. I think y'all messed up the China.
I didn't mess up shit.
You,
messed it up?
JR, yeah, because they stopped paying people.
I
They
didn't mess
stopped
up shit.
guaranteeing contracts after
That had
that.
shit to do with me. I didn't cause them people no problems.
They said people go up there and act hurt, just get their money
You
and
do
come
have
back
players that
home.
will do that.
Yeah, they did. I
And then
didn't.
you mess
so
it
that
up
shit
for
had nothing
everybody
to do with me.
Yeah.
And they're like,
I'm not saying.
I'm
you know what? They're like,
no,
these damn entitled Americans.
Yeah.
Don't want you back
Yeah.
over here.
No, my situation was way different, but
Yeah, you got to earn their trust over there.
Was
You
y'all
do.
stuck though?
Yes.
Once the league started, y'all was stuck though.
I got out.
Get out.
We know you
Clocking
gonna
in,
get
I'm
out.
clocking
Ain't
out.
nobody gonna say stay. You gonna stay.
Oh no, it was loopholes. You just got to know who your agent is. You got to have a really good agent.
Cause what JR stuck? For
Yeah, I had a really good agent, and my agent did his thing. So
See y'all later.
it's all about. Hey,
Thanks
you gotta, hey, you gotta,
the thing,
you
yeah.
gotta, you gotta read line
They was like-
motherfucking 78 on page 241. Like this contract, like you gotta read the fine print, right? They're gonna hide some shit in there.
Overseas.
They're gonna hide this loophole in there
Especially
somewhere.
overseas.
You just
Better
gotta,
read
you gotta have somebody that's well versed in contracts from the CBA. And once you got somebody well versed, they know them bitches back like the backside of their hand, and they found the loophole, and
That was the thing.
I
People
exploited the
cared about
loophole,
getting
that's
swept
all.
Over there once the
You better
season
read it.
start. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real, Ken. If I'm a Chinese team and you say you want to go, I'm gonna say,
no.
here's your bread.
Here's your
I
money.
didn't
Thanks
say
for your
nothing to
time.
nobody.
Bye.
Just got
I
out.
didn't speak Mandarin.
Ken
I
ass.
had somebody
Facial
that spoke
expressions
the
would be-
language.
They gonna drop kick Ken ass.
Ken,
Roundhouse kick
one
that
thing you
brother.
won't get to do is lock Kenyon up abroad.
Shit, you don't wanna go.
Yeah,
I'm not
want
going to
that.
jail here.
You don't want that.
I'm not going to motherfucking jail here, let alone in a foreign country.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sure don't want that.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, listen, man, nah. No, so the reason I left, they inquired, I didn't know if they was talking about me or Patty Mills. I heard that they inquired about another American, so I took it as in they wanted somebody else. They could have been talking about Patty. I made it easy for them.
So you said y'all could go get him?
You can go get them.
I'm done. I done had enough.
Had my field.
Shit, it look like the lead back. Hey.
Wrap this up.
We paid Josh
Yeah.
Powell. We played Josh Powell. I saw him we playing. I said, shit, I see you at the airport in the morning. He said, huh? I said, I see you at the airport in the morning. I might have been. He said, how? I said,
I'm about to say,
how?
we going through the motherfucker. We going through the security at the same time. Like, what up, dog? He's like, that you wasn't bullshitting.
Cause then like
No.
JR get banned or something? Like,
Because they wouldn't
something,
do
yeah.
something. I
was
let him
tripping.
tell his story,
Yeah.
but
Can't go back.
Can't,
it was situated. I just know.
at the time, I don't know now, but I know at
You
the
go to
time.
other people's
Dog,
places. You
we
gotta
was
be
in the
able
little
to-
CBA meeting. You know how you sit up on the chair?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had my leg up on the table. The dude came and knocked my foot down.
Told him they ain't scared of it.
I'm not at home.
Yep.
That's
Behave.
He said,
That's how I feel when I go to
Yeah.
Mexico.
We
This
fucking
is-
sit up.
Behave.
Behave.
Listen,
man.
hey
This
man,
is
'cause
not
my first
place.
reaction was like, man, what's wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
your ass.
I set my ass, you know what?
Ah, shut up, man.
I just know, like this.
Yeah.
What is that?
You never watched those old
What?
Kung
That's
Fu
what
movies?
that
I don't think that's
Kung Fu?
it goes down
Was that
there,
Kung
but-
Fu?
You remember?
Yeah, I know.
No, that lockout. No, I hope y'all. I hope y'all work it
I
out.
say, Nick,
Late
I
voice.
hope,
Shit,
I hope
me
y'all get. I hope y'all get everything that you guys want in this. But I know it's not gonna happen. But I hope they do right by you guys because you guys deserve it. You guys earned it.
you got to start
Looking
somewhere.
out for the former players, as benefits
that's
and
big.
certain things. I think they deserve it.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
Licensing,
is, someday
licensing checks
they're gonna
and
be
things
retired,
like that. Yeah,
right?
licensing checks and
And
things
that's
like that. I think you guys
dangerous.
deserve. You guys still have fans, so you guys deserve to have those things. I really hope you guys work it out and you guys get to go hoop, play a full season,
Man.
get that, get that
You
bag.
getting on
Yeah,
that?
Gotta
so
get that.
Get
That's
25
more-
season will not be impacted.
we have-
First and foremost,
Gotta
get
get
that
that.
money.
Yeah.
Tell them to run it up.
That's big.
Hey,
Gills Arena will be
Get it
supporting
all
the
they
league
gonna
by
give
pulling
you.
up the Lexie
Four.
Seattle Storm game
that
Yeah.
were in,
at home and abroad.
like on the
show
Pacific
for sure.
Northwest.
'Cause I got a former
It's all
hooper,
about-
so
it was all about
now.
now.
Yeah.
I mean future hooper,
What
former
I-
future hooper, and so this little girl of mine. So yeah, y'all get it right for them. So
Well,
If you can't be there, they won't let you in. Can you
No.
still go to the meeting though?
No.
Okay.
so speaking of future WNBA hoopers, so last week on the show we talked about the Sparks holding tryouts for a male practice player.
which is fucking wild.
The Sparks are holding
It ain't
tryouts.
you.
The Sparks holding tryouts.
That's what I'm saying, but that
not you.
announcement
the way that announcement went, it was
saw that.
new. That was
That was news to people.
We talked about it. Nothing new, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. I was shocked at how many people didn't know that we practice with guys.
Like even back then, like guys that would come in there like, oh yeah, we're here to hoop.
Yeah, like I didn't know. Like y'all
And
really
just-
didn't
and
know
really
that that's
crossed
how
the
we.
line though.
Oh yeah, no, they made it weird. They made it
Yeah.
weird. The people on the internet are weird, so I don't know what they were expecting out of that.
Sorry, go ahead, Josiah.
No, this is a part of the.
Of course they're gonna make it
I know,
weird.
but some
But it was
y'all
like insane.
Don't take this to y'all more marketable. They see y'all more now, and y'all
Oh, yeah,
are putting
for
on
sure.
shit,
Well, that's why
clothes
when I
and
saw-
pictures and shit like.
When I saw the
shit,
graphic,
you
I
can
was
back me
like-
down, Lexie, like shit like that. I get the fuck yeah. They are trust.
I saw
me,
the graphic
these
that was
fucking
attached
kids,
to the
these-
announcement. I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is
Applebee offers. I saw a lot of different things going on
It's gonna be
online.
nasty.
It's
and
horrible.
It actually was worse than I was anticipating.
Yeah, well.
Are you was shocked?
No, I wasn't shocked.
The internet
I
is
was
a dark
actually
place
shocked
sometimes.
at the amount of
No.
Comments.
Like I knew they were coming, but
Because
last
I just
time I
want y'all to
looked,
know
it
this.
was like 50 million impressions or some shit.
I just want y'all to know this. Dudes in prison have Instagram accounts and shit like that.
They do.
And Facebook pages and shit like that. So
Seems
y'all might be
counterproductive.
getting a lot of
I mean, for their
it's a
sake,
lot of motherfucking. There's a lot of
they might
incarcerated
have
people
to
around here.
cancel that entire tryout now.
Oh, no, they will not.
No, they not.
Because we
They
will
have
be
to
there.
reschedule it
I
and
got
do it the
my
right
list
way,
ready.
which is reach out to people that we
got
typically
my
calendar
reach out
already
to,
cleared.
which is
Right.
practice players from
Josiah's
universities
stupid.
and people that we know personally.
Calendar's
That's how
already
we
clear.
usually. That's what we usually do.
Yeah.
Hold an
So
open
the
practice.
open call tryout was I.
Definitely go get
This shit about to be bigger than
definitely go get
American
some
Idol.
creeps in that
What I'm talking
motherfucker.
about.
Yeah.
They're
Be up there.
not. They're not
That's
gonna.
why I thought it was so like,
Odd,
like
because
really?
we
Y'all
always
just
do
put
it a
this big
certain
announcement
way.
out.
Yeah, it was
Definitely.
It's
weird.
always been who do you
we
know
know?
that
Yeah.
wants to come and be a practice player?
Well,
And I
shit.
kind of feel bad for like even any guys now who are like, oh yeah, I practice with the WNBA team, and people can be like, oh, and then they're gonna look at them weird now because now everybody thinks people who practice with the women's
Yeah,
teams are
it's-
creeps. Like
That's what. So they can't
annoying.
get y'all to play against. Why dudes?
Yeah.
I'm like.
Is there any like place where y'all go
Like what?
hoop at? Like, like
Who are you talking
That's funny.
What do they
I
do?
actually,
It's
I
beautiful
actually
women.
talked to my mom about that the other
Like-
day because I was like, why
Are
don't
you getting some out of that?
bring in?
me?
Did
Any
you when
girl?
y'all did it? Did y'all
The
do
guys
it?
we played against? Yeah.
Y'all got some out of it?
Yeah. I don't
Also,
notice
there's only
that.
playing against them.
I,
Oh yeah.
I think I
Also,
don't
you
know
get
if it's
to
different
play.
now, but I will tell you, like back in the day, like with the comments. First of all, we had a lot of the Rockets guys that would come and we practiced against. And then there was like this semi-pro league in Houston that they came and we played against them. We got a lot out of it because there weren't any females that were going to be better than us. Do you know what I mean?
I do,
So it was like, well,
absolutely.
if we get them, they're not going to make us better. But practicing against the guys we practice against, and that's not all guys, because some guys are trash.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Just
And they
tall.
think just because they're a guy, they're going to be better than us.
Absolutely.
So to me, it has to be the right guys that you're practicing against, who also understand
That you got-
this is not your tryout for the NBA.
Well,
but
Well, I will say,
Yeah,
one
true.
time,
But for
one
me,
of our
it
practice
is.
guys at Maryland,
Because they do that.
our
It is,
men's
yeah.
team took them from our practice. They would come watch us practice, took them and made them a walk-on, a men's team.
see?
That happened at Maryland once. So I'm like, some of these guys do come in and they're
No,
like,
seriously, they actually think
I got
it's a
something
tryout for
through.
them.
So,
Yeah.
But
I
again,
think
our
people-
rosters aren't big enough either. We have 11, 12 sometimes. So it's nice to like not have to do every single rep against each other.
5-on-5
Yeah.
against each other.
All right, so piggybacking off of what you said, you
Mm-hmm.
feel like there's no women that is gonna make you better. So like, do y'all feel like y'all need like y'all own like Drew League or something like somewhere to go
I
play
think so.
24?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only
We
time you
should
see
have.
y'all if it's like a major league
should
or it's
have.
in the WNBA.
Male athletes coming to practice.
Like I feel like
Everything
y'all.
you got to understand about that
wouldn't
part
do it.
too, the Drew League
No,
is
Not, well, not
no,
just
but
like,
but something like a Drew League.
Yeah.
I think it would be great, but for a lot of the women, they're playing overseas.
oh, y'all do play overseas and stuff.
Yeah, there's a
But do
lot.
y'all got
that
like
are
pickup
so-
spots? Like, is there a spot where like, man, we hoop over here on Tuesdays at 5 o'clock?
I don't
Or
know
y'all
what
just?
Yeah,
they do.
right
I'll
now
tell
there
you
is
what
right
we
here.
did.
I've heard
I
of
don't know
some
what
here.
they do now.
Because I never
I
seen
think
like
you know,
a pickup
Fondy-
game with just all
not-
like they
Fondy
mix
tell me
in
the day?
Houston,
Okay,
No.
okay.
that's where
Is it
I
Friday?
played in the off season.
Okay, okay.
But it
TGI.
wasn't. But it wasn't women.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Also,
Like,
because
I always
nobody
see,
lives
like,
in the
2 or
same
3
cities.
girls
Everyone's all over the place.
playing
Lexie,
with
we
us.
gonna find you.
No, you're
to this-
not.
You trying to hoop at? We gonna
So I
find
went
you.
to this. My daughter walked in this fashion show, and it was a game. Somebody, it was like a little,
Yeah, that's not, it ain't real. They just there.
it
Yeah.
was almost downtown. It was like all one of them little side streets. It was like off-brand gym. They was in them off. It was a female. It was like I was like, okay.
Yeah, like certain cities you'll be able to find. Like I think LA,
Like, I haven't
obviously,
seen
New
like
York.
a real woman hooper come hooping. It's like you find like the girl that just
Like
there. that
was
just
it 2 years ago?
wanna
We
play.
organized some open runs in Miami. Everybody had to fly in
Josiah
to Miami
said,
for like a weekend.
That's a great stat. That sounds like a city I want to.
Huh? Yeah, they have a little
That
league.
sounds like a place I want to
But
go.
yeah,
hoop.
like we
But is the
organized like
talent
open
good?
run weekend.
Yeah,
It
like
was like some W players, some
Okay.
college. It was fun,
like
but
where
it's
would
like
you hoop at? Like just to go hoop. Like if you just wanted to go run, where'd you run at?
What,
like, go
here?
play. Yeah.
right now.
Like just to get in the gym and play 505 against somebody.
I don't have anywhere to play like
And
5.
what time would you be there?
She ain't gonna tell
doing
nobody.
that?
Don't tell him,
I'm not
Lexie.
telling you where we playing at.
So
Don't
I
tell
know
him,
the
Lexie.
location, and I'm not telling y'all.
You don't have to say like exact where. Is
It's here. It's in LA.
Okay.
But is it
Crystal
women?
Bradford told me about it.
So is it women or is it guys?
I don't know. I haven't been yet.
Was it co-ed?
So
I haven't been yet.
That's-
I'm assuming that it probably will be some guys in there too.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Because
telling
I never
Nick.
seen
Like
just a
even
5
You don't
all
find. You ain't
girls.
finding 15
You're not.
elite women hoopers just chilling.
Nope.
In one city. I'm
Nope.
sorry, you're
Okay,
not.
okay.
Like,
So we-
maybe 7 or 8.
we do know where one tribe will be. That'll be the Sparks Open trial for a male practice player. Several members of our
Cancel
Gilbert
that
crew
shit, guys. Cancel
plan on
that shit.
attending the
Cancel
tryout.
that shit.
Swaggy, you said you were pulling up rocking a lace front, if I'm not
Already
mistaken.
ready.
Already ready to go.
Unnecessarily.
Ready,
So,
Joanna.
Lexie, to your point, National
You doing
Internet
too much.
Joanna.
You doing
caught
too
wind of the
much.
news.
Josiah, you're doing too much with that.
Bro.
Desert thirsty responses started to fly, as tends to be the case in
Bro,
these situations.
crazy.
So, getting the attention of Sparks' second year
luck.
forward, Cameron Brink, on a recent episode of her podcast, Brink offered these thoughts.
She said, I'm
Guess my
icked out.
confession is I'm really icked out by
Icked
the
out.
potential new practice players.
Wait, what's? I haven't seen the post. Can you give me an example?
It's basically just like a flyer. It's like me, Dearica, Rakia, and Kelsey. And it's like male practice players wanted. And usually we use like
This is
USC
so
college
stupid.
guys that
so
also
dumb.
like do it for the women's team at USC.
Yeah, I
Okay.
see
And all the
that.
comments are like Cameron Brink, back me down, like, or something about Rakia or something about Kelsey. And now I'm just like, preferably they're gay.
No, for real. That's like they need to go through a heavy HR training.
Who are we trusting coming into this gym?
But the nerve to just like sit there on their phones and be like, I want to back it up on Cameron. Ew.
You want to back it up on me?
No, but like, could you imagine?
I'm
Like,
not boxing anyone out. That Lynn, her new coach, is going to be screaming at me for not rebounding. I'm not boxing out anyone.
Not boxing out
I don't know
anyone.
why they did that.
You're going to get bucketed then, Cameron Brink.
First of all,
No, I'm just kidding.
that flyer.
It didn't look real.
No, but I'm like,
I
what
thought
are you
someone
really
made that
trying
up.
to promote with this flyer? And you have like 4 of the prettiest girls on the team on the flyer.
Instead of the entire team.
Yeah, but
Or just
why
the
do-
Sparks logo.
Why do you have a flyer saying male practice players wanted?
Why you just can't have that and not the picture?
That's what they always have
Yeah.
done.
Male practice.
That's
you
why
don't
it
need
was.
a picture.
That's why for us,
That's a club flyer.
it was so,
That's exactly
like
what
a
that
party
is.
promotion flyer.
That's exactly what that is.
Like a
It was
Taco
an MLK
Tuesday
Day
flyer.
flyer. I thought it was an
What
MLK
the
Day flyer.
hell?
Oh shit!
Well, I thought that someone
Got
had
video
I
vixens.
thought
They
that
got-
was a fake flyer.
Video vixen.
That's exactly what that
Male
was.
video vixen.
I thought that was a fake flyer until I went to the actual Sparks
Oh,
Twitter page
shit.
and saw that it was in fact real. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be horrible. This is gonna be awful. And
when
it
we
exceeded
go-
all of my worst thoughts.
So,
bad-
so when we go, we be
Horrible
playing
execution.
against each other, or
Y'all are playing against each other to make the team, to play the team when the season starts.
So the guys are going to play.
So you
against
do
each
not
other.
need to wear a wig.
oh, okay. I thought
Unless
I
you
was
want
trying
to,
out.
which apparently you
I thought it
You
was
are
like a G.
trying
I
out.
thought it was like a
Can-
G.
can we let him
League
wear a
trial.
You are
lace
trying
front?
out. They're going to
Just
watch you play and
for the
say, "Yep, we
content?
want him to be a
What?
practice
What
player."
is going on?
No, I thought it was like my G League trial. You know, I didn't.
No, you're going to be in there with all the other guys, and you're
wanna
going to
play
have to
in some
whoop their ass.
league. I'm trying to play in any league right now. Just take me back.
Got nowhere else to go.
I don't know who did that, but
Yeah,
they
that's
need to
crazy.
be fired.
Well, whoever did it, the Gills are in a crew, as promised, we'll be pulling up
That's crazy.
to the male practice trial. Blue, April 12th.
That's
What day?
horrible.
Yeah.
Start
I don't
stretching
think
now,
that-
Swaggy.
there's no way they're gonna have that.
They can't now.
They can't.
Swaggy will be there in the lace front.
They can't have that.
Oh, yes, they can.
No, not with this shit going on.
Yes, they can.
No, they cannot.
Look, y'all-
Well, they can, but they can't do it this way. They got to change the criteria.
They got to go back to how it
What
was
they did,
before.
they got to go exactly
Find
how it
people
was.
that we know and go to the university.
But y'all don't think it's gonna be cracking? I feel like a lot of people are gonna pull up.
Bro, I think it was gonna be ridiculous, actually.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
probably
but that
guys who
needs
can't
Some
play
real
basketball.
live creeps was gonna be in that motherfucker,
100%.
showing up free balling and shit, like just
100%.
yeah.
But is
Because they
that
gonna
good?
think
Showing
about
up
it like
with
yo
motherfuckers
dumbass
just tight-
thought about it.
showing
That
up with
all
just
the
tight
players
on
are
and
gonna be
shit.
there,
Velour Swiss.
Velour,
Knowing-
you know what I'm saying?
But
knowing
is
that they gonna be
still
playing
good?
each other.
Nigga, 60% of them gonna have on gray sweats, no
thought
draw,
niggas,
like.
no, I-
come on,
Right?
man.
They gonna come in and be like, "Where the players at?" And
Need
it's
for
just gonna be a
Yes,
gym full
yes.
of men, and y'all gonna be like
But
looking
if
at
that's
each other.
still good promotion, you
No,
know, like
Nasty.
marketing.
no, that's bad.
Nah,
for
because
a fucking
we're
meet and greet.
talking about
Not
it.
practice players.
We're talking
half of
about
them
it.
Not people that are
didn't even
gonna
play
be with us
basketball in
every.
high school.
These guys are with us every day.
They said for a meet and greet, maybe, but not.
Like,
But still,
they are
just
with
the
us
fact that
every day. Like,
Yeah, they gotta have
just the
No.
fact
yeah, they
that
gotta do
little
something.
flyer got everybody talking about it. Like,
Yeah, for the
in the
wrong
wrong
reason.
way. I ain't never
They
seen
still
so
Y'all
many.
said y'all want to grow the game.
all
I'm
good
just
press,
shit.
all good.
It's how you
all
gonna grow
press is
something.
different.
I'm growing.
So you gonna
Something
grow,
gonna grow.
you gonna grow something
It ain't
with
gonna
this
be the
shit.
game. It's something gonna
But
grow.
I'm like, okay, like, y'all want to see the players, just come to the damn game.
Something gonna
See
grow.
the players. Like, it was
Ew.
just all weird. It was just,
Yeah, it was gonna be.
I just seen it and I was like, this
So don't
is
cancel.
bad
Don't
idea.
cancel, Spark. Y'all shit. Fuck what they talk about.
Yeah, they got.
You
Yeah,
better
from his
cancel.
knee.
Like,
Stop it.
Yes,
I know. What is this?
That was
Get warmed up.
Getting that knee warm right now.
You have a whole month,
Wait a
Nick.
minute.
You got some
got a
dudes.
month.
You got some dudes on the couch right now doing exactly that. Like,
Let's
shit.
I need 4 weeks.
What? I need
It started like
shit.
this.
I got
and then
4
it
weeks.
got to.
Yeah, I'm finna go. Hey, shit. You mean to tell me she gonna be out? Shit.
I got the itch.
That shit
They
was
rubbing
way
something, but it ain't
crazier
no
than
need.
I
You know what I'm
thought.
talking about?
Wait,
Question for the
they
couch.
travel with y'all?
No.
Oh, about to
Practice
say,
players.
Question for the couch. If you're running security for the male practice player trials, what's one question you'd ask these creeps to weed them out?
I ain't asking shit. We doing background check.
Background?
All of that.
Yeah.
2 forms of ID.
There's no question.
Nothing you can
Applebee's or
ask.
cheesecake
I know
Factory?
our security guy, who he's amazing, he's
Waffle
awesome.
House
I know
or-
when he saw that
Waffle House
shit, he was
or
like,
Roscoe?
"Are y'all
Did
serious?"
you say what? Question?
What's
Yeah,
one question?
like,
One question?
Is there questions?
No.
You need
Why
about
the fuck
50
are you
questions.
here?
It's a questionnaire. Wonderlic.
That's the question.
I'll be like, name 6 players on this roster, not on the flyer. Go.
Okay. Name 6 in the WNBA.
And
Hey, name
6.
Name 1 player per team.
Yeah.
Name
No.
6, and then you have to give them the ones
No,
they can't.
no,
Because
name
they'll be
5.
like,
No, name
"Hey,
5
let me-"
WNBA teams.
That too.
Damn the players. Name
In
5
30
teams.
seconds. Put a timer on them.
Yeah, then you'll know if they're real.
Like,
You got what?
The Los Angeles Sparks.
Sparks. You got
Name any other team.
That's it. That's it. What's that team? What's that team?
Get out. Get out.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Get
all
out.
that, right?
It is.
No.
Ain't it a team in San Diego? Ain't it?
Dang, help me out. Help me out.
Santa Cruz, ain't that the Santa Cruz team, ain't that?
Yes.
Ain't that
At this point, I'm actually like
for
now.
real.
Shout out
I'm
to
gonna
the Golden State
I'm keeping
Valkyries.
tabs on
Did
this
you ask
situation
the
to
chat
see if
what
they
they
actually
thought
do
about
it.
it?
Cheryl, the chat.
You do not want to hear
Oh, they
what the
think this
chat
is
guys
pre-recorded?
say.
Chat is in line with some of the commentary that I've seen.
You do not want
the
to hear what the
internet.
chat's saying
What they
about
say,
it.
Josiah?
Oh, of course.
The chat want us to go.
The chat is being the chat. I would just say
The
that.
chat is chatting.
Chat is acting as expected.
Well, they
I be at
thought
home.
this was
Lexie,
pre-recorded.
she gets it regularly on this motherfucker anyway. So they some
Yeah.
of the shit I be saying.
They had some.
Oh, I know.
conversation
Anyway,
today, Lexie, but
so-
a lot of it positive though. They said they were feeling the
That's a
vibe.
good thing.
Oh, they
though.
like the look.
They like
You
it.
be
They said
swagging. You be swagging on
a
them.
Leah type vibe, and they really
Thank
respected
you.
it.
That's what I
But then
heard
also
for
some
today.
wild reckless shit that I also saw that.
Oh, I bet.
Of course.
I bet.
They
Always.
have since been removed from the chat.
Oh, they
Not
like,
allowed to come back. 1 week ban.
That's always the case.
All right, but let's move on to Mostly Fan. Presented by Underdog. Download the app, use promo code GIL, get $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. We have one question from Underdog user, yup, in my gray tee. Yup, in my gray tee. Thank you. Not gray sweatpants, gray t-shirt.
Yes.
What was your favorite thing to do on the court besides score? Favorite thing to do on the court besides score?
I like to get steals.
Take me out.
Lock me up.
Fuck out.
Getting steals.
What you say?
I said, take me out the game. Coach,
Your
that's
favorite thing to do on the court besides score?
They didn't say you not scoring too. What else in addition to scoring
He didn't hear nothing.
do you enjoy?
I
Nothing.
said good block.
You got to excuse him.
God, he said sit
It
me
takes
down.
a
I
little, some
understand. You
things
wouldn't understand about scoring.
Takes
So you
a
like,
little-
I don't do that anyway.
takes a little
Motherfucker,
time.
score.
Process.
You tell me to score, I get mad, motherfucker. You know who you talking to? I'll block the shit out of a motherfucker. Score. All I do is block balls. Like,
I don't know what you
Shut up, bro.
I've been fucking with me all day.
Oh my
You give me
God.
some Gil shit.
Y'all
to-
are stupid. Y'all are so. Oh my gosh.
All right,
I'm trying to let you make it. You just keep going.
Fans.
You just keep going. I'm trying to let you make it.
Nah, you did the. He don't understand. So I ain't gonna just let you
Well,
hit me. I gotta come back.
Well, listen, you made a statement. The look that she made and the statement she made let me know.
Yeah, I mess up all the time.
Oh, we know. We definitely know that.
Nothing wrong with messing up.
But you own it.
Yeah.
Oh, we know that. That is not a secret.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
you
just
keep
saying.
two
Lexie, you
feet.
said
You went to
steals.
Cleveland High School, bruh.
Cleveland High School, LAUSD, for those who are unaware.
You know who went there? Al Sharpton.
Who?
Isaac
Him too.
Hayes.
Al Sharpening.
Al Sharpening.
Sharpening.
Al Sharpner.
Al
Sharpening.
Sharpton.
Sharpening.
Shannon Sharp.
Who is Al Sharpton?
Al Sharpton. You
Right,
know who
I
Al
don't think
Sharpton is.
Al
him.
Sharpton went to your
Reverend.
school.
Reverend Al Sharpton.
Kurt Franklin. Kurt Franklin with the,
I don't think-
the Isley brothers. All of them was there.
He
don't
ain't
think
even the best
these
player to
people
come
went
out of
to-
Cleveland. Lucius Harris told me busting ass coming out of Cleveland.
He did go there.
Huh?
No did.
He did go there.
Yeah, you didn't think I
He
knew
only
that,
went
did
there
you?
for-
You didn't think I knew that, did you?
A year though.
You didn't think I knew that, though, did
Only
you?
went there for a year. Yeah, I was shocked.
Lexie, you said steals. Kenyon, did you say your favorite thing to do besides scoring the basketball court?
Win.
Win. That's a good answer.
Good answer.
Cheryl, did you?
Fuck.
I was too busy. Lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I think I said like getting a good block.
Yeah, that too. Grabbing somebody's shit out the air.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you were.
Same.
I ain't
Yeah,
grabbed
that's.
out the air.
Yeah, I was snatch blocking
Same.
shit. Oh yeah, so yeah.
Especially on a fast break, they
Yeah.
think they got a nice little layup.
Two
or
hand
either
off
come
the
from
glass.
outside and give me that shit.
A lot meaner. Like
Yeah.
the SWAT, not as big. Where you just.
Yeah, I
Grab
got.
it.
Yeah, when you get tired of getting
grab
cussed
it.
out for
I ain't never
Kenyon,
seen no shit like that.
No.
Hugs was like,
I never just grabbed it.
Hugs, like,
Like a
why
rebound.
don't you just fucking grab
Okay,
it
give me
next
that.
time?
Blocked it.
Yeah.
And it looked
I
like
was
a
like-
rebound.
Yeah, but it doesn't. No,
Grab
you just
it,
grab it. It
disrespectful.
don't.
That's
I used to do
disrespectful.
both. It depends.
It was rude. Yeah, that's rude as hell.
rude.
It is rude,
Give me
but
that-
but
that
to
shit.
me, to get the
Let your shit out
fans
the air.
involved, the fans want to see you throw that shit
Yeah.
instead.
Oh, I did.
for
I did
sure,
that too.
for sure.
But then the other team gets the ball
But
back.
if you
They
grab
did,
it,
but-
it is
See
disrespectful.
what you got to do is so this is what's more. See,
When
see
you
the
stack
disrespect.
it and then
see,
grab it.
the
Surprising,
the
that's what-
disrespect
it's
is not knocking it out of bounds.
It's
Disrespect
surprising
is
disrespectful.
putting that shit out of bounds, then going to ask for it back. Like, hey, we're gonna need that. Oh, so that's what I used to do, right? I'm gonna put your shit out of bounds. Hey, can you throw that back over here? We gonna need that. Well, so we playing Memphis. Lionel Hollins was the coach. I toss somebody's shit behind their bench. The fan throwing the ball back on the court. I went to go ask for it back. Lionel Hollins trying to grab the ball. You ain't go fucking intimidate my goddamn team out here, right? We talk. He put that goddamn finger up there. I'm like, you know that motherfucker. His finger, that shit
that's-
weighs something. I'm like, you ain't gonna catch that.
That motherfucker.
Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, listen, hey. He like, you ain't gonna intimidate my goddamn team out here. Or I whoop that.
Wow.
Oh, but I'm grabbing shit. I'm
Yeah.
off the glass for game, shit like that, right? That's
And Swaggy, you have abstained from answering this question because all you want to do is
Well,
score.
probably celebrating after he's
Okay, so that-
celebrating
I thought
after you
about it.
miss
Well,
or you
favorite
score.
thing to do on the
Which
court
one?
besides score is celebrating.
Yeah.
after-
Celebrate the score. Okay.
Okay, that is
During the game, after the game, long gonna celebrate.
for sure.
Celebrate.
Does any score?
He said celebrate scoring after the game.
Depends, it's the move. You know, after the move, when you hear the crowd,
Okay,
they like,
okay.
damn, like,
So one last piece.
Sometimes you celebrate prematurely.
I got you like that.
And
And-
sometimes it becomes a meme.
And the ball, and yet it becomes a meme when the shit don't go your way.
Well,
but it still
good
turns out.
form of rotation on the shot though.
a great,
But then-
great
As
meme.
long as the meme went viral, you know.
But then it turns out it's a positive.
That mean I'm famous now, you know. So anyway, it works out.
The guy from the meme. No, for sure. Now let's move on. One last piece of business. We got to do our Gillian subscriber giveaway. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently at 983,000 subscribers on the Gills Arena YouTube channel. We have crossed 983,000, 17,000 away from a million. I mean, a Gillian. That means we're giving away $3,000 in bonus cash on the show right now. Appreciate everybody in the chat that's been dropping their underdog usernames, supporting the movement. And if you haven't subscribed to the Gills Arena YouTube channel, please help us out, all right? We're trying to get our bag right. We need sufficient funding to be able to go to the Sparks male practice player tryout. Want to rent a van. We're trying to get there. We need your subscription to help us get there. So our first winner, B. Wainers. You got $1,000 coming from underdog. These are the names. These are the names.
You pick them.
I do not.
You must seen that like that.
I am Jam Cam. You got $1,000 coming from underdog. Last but not least, Poppy Manual 1. Poppy, you have $1,000 coming from the good folks at Underdog. Sheryl, Lexie, good to have you back in the arena today. Swaggy, good to have you here as well. Kenyon, we hope that Gil feels better.
Feel better, Gilbert.
Come on,
I heard
Gilbert.
talking too much. Gil has still not come down, so he hasn't even peered over this little window over here.
He didn't even look.
He didn't come down one time, go grab a snack.
One time, damn.
Damn, Gil.
He probably left.
Pray for Gil. Skip said you ducking him. That's why you didn't show up on the show today. I'm just telling you what. Skip is in the chat. Skip is in the chat.
One skip video and he
One skip video, he said,
the next day.
Gilbert didn't show up.
Wow.
But we appreciate everybody. This has been another episode of Gills Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa. We will see y'all tomorrow.